Jesus. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, laggy as fuck. What is this? Yeah, alright, that's better, I think. Okay. Alright, I think we're in. We on? Okay. Anything I wanted to say before I get started? I don't think so. Yeah, anyway. Yo, the French menu, how's it going? Dog with a bazooka, boom. Hello, Mr. World. Dude, why? How's it going? Jellyfield, hello, weird man. Future Danica about to go hard? Oh, we'll see, won't we? We'll see how hard she can go. Is that what we're called? Weird men? Oh, right. Hey, who said that? Oh, Gelfield Panda. Oh, yeah. Good dude. Tom, yo. Future Alice about to pound hard. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Finally caught a stream. It's been ages. How's it been going? Future Demi about to go hard? Oh, wait. That one can be both? Indeed. Future MC then. About to go hard. Well, I mean, Future MC is basically just MC, right? Just with tits, right? But, yeah, I mean, you know. And that one can also be both? True. Future Siler about to make me hard. Oh, I wonder if what Steven's experience with that is. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Close this. Do I need this? Maybe I need it. Do I need the Discord? I don't imagine I do. Put it up here. Stupid fucking thing. Right. Yo, Nuggetfish. Dan, hola. Nadia habla español. I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna guess. I was gonna guess, but I'm not gonna. Nigger fish. What? It's funny? Okay. Oh, true lol. We on. We are indeed on. New Superhuman update when? I don't know. Next year sometime. 30 years. You know, something like that. I want to try and keep it like even. Well, that title is something else, is it though? Yeah, well, I assume most people can guess what I mean. I don't really have the word there because Twitch wouldn't let me put cock in the the fucking title. But you know, hang on. Ugh, fucking hay fever is killing me. I took a pill, but Usually takes a bit of time before it starts kicking in, you know? Ugh, like me. He asked, "Is someone speak Spanish?" And yes, I do, friend. Oh, good. Future Star about to make me hard? Yeah, well, I mean, that could happen in the game. I'm not going to say it's not going to happen. Good morning. What's up, Dom? Well, that one can probably do it too. Stream still hasn't started? Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Shit. Although Future Alice would be kind of funny seeing Future Alice on FemMC. I mean, it could happen. Well, I'm not going to say it can't happen. How would she even get a dick? Who knows? MC grows one temporarily for her. It's a weird world. Nothing is impossible. True. True. Who knows, but a man can hope. I have important news for the tier list. After combing through 47 pages of research data and science, I have researched a revelation regarding Demi's penis. Oh, yeah? What was your research led you to find, Dom? Maybe you'll get to see if you're right or not. Is this stream going to last 6 hours? Fuck no. Well, I mean, I suppose it could, but probably not. I'm busy as fuck these days, man. I'm busy as fuck. Got a lot of shit to do. Then she can use her energy to reverse it back. True. Just saying, it doesn't make law sense. What doesn't make law sense? Her getting a cock. MC just shapeshift one for her. That's the law. You can let down your defenses in the same way that most people don't defend actively against Demi. You can let down your defenses with a bit of focus. Let's go, Demi. Penis law drop. Learning so much about Demi today. Yeah. I don't know, but I would guess MC can probably make her grow a dick. Would be dangerous for him, but F the MC, am I right? True, F the MC. That's regular. Danica has SDE. What the fuck does that mean? Danica, my love. She has had 9 power after evolving. Maybe. I don't know what you're referring to. Didn't get it? You said fuck MC? Yeah, Future Alice fucking the MC. True. By the way, Widward, wanted to ask if you would do a trivia this update cycle, or is the big 1.0 trivia going to be the next one? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's possible that I'll do it. It's possible that I won't. I'm not gonna confirm. I haven't given it too much thought. Because trivia is a pain in the ass to put together, but I don't mind doing it. Shit. Motherfucker. Woodward, important question. Is the Stonedale gave us going to do anything this coming update? This coming update? I don't know. But it's going to do something. So, yeah. Yes. Yes. Forgot about that. I did have something planned. Yeah, it'll do something. I don't know about this coming update though. Future Alice on Future MC then. Size list. I'd still smash if I was the one doing the penetrating. Oh, yeah, me too. Me too. TF, did I just read? I don't know, man. Are you talking about the title? They could take turns. Another question, Woodward. Why didn't MC use his tails in the urine fight when went big gorilla? Was it to focus on the transformation? No, it's part of it. I didn't really explain this. I probably should have. Like his tails went in and like infused into his bones. So like he had the thick, what do you call it, muscle and bone and all that of the tails throughout his whole body to give like a buff for strength. Didn't really describe that, but yeah, that's how it goes. I am not taking anything up the ass, man, as a man. But what if you were a chick? You know, that's a thing that can happen. At least in Superhuman. Is Shooter MC a man? I don't know. Is something, but I wouldn't call it a man. Yeah, I probably I probably wouldn't either. Small dick energy. SDE. Ah, I see. I see. AKA Cole behavior. Does Cole have a small dick? I guess we'll see, won't we? Very much finally a tier list for gentlemen. True. True. Well, I'm glad I could say hello, but I got to go to sleep. It's 1 a.m. and I got a math exam in uni in 7 hours. Damn. You're still in uni, Tom. I forgot what year you're in. Good luck. Yeah, have a good time. Bye, Tom. Professor, I'm late for my exam because I was talking about monster superhuman dicks for 5 hours. True. What better excuse do you need? All right. So I want to ask, you watch movies, and which ones are your favorite? Do I watch movies? Not like specifically, but if I see one that like catches my eye, I'll watch that. I don't like specifically go out and look for them. I probably should, because there's probably like good sources of information that can be found in movies. I feel like the anime well has kind of like run dry of the ideas I can get. I should be consuming other types of media to get better ideas. But as for what movies I like action. I like killing, not like overly like bloody. I mean, they can do, but that's not like a requirement for me. Yeah, that's basically what I like. Mysteries, pretty good as well. Preferably like murder mystery or something like that, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, I watched the Demon Slayer movie, if that counts. I watched that was it a couple days ago. Yeah, pretty good movie. I've never been like a huge fan of the Demon Slayer like main cast. Like Tanjiro, the boarhead cunt, Zenitsu. Uh, but I always found like the side characters a lot more, I don't know, captivating, I suppose. I don't know if I'd say interesting, because I don't know if I know a whole lot of their like story links. But I don't know, interesting, I'd say. Yeah, the Hashira and the the villains, the main demons, Muzan and all that. I think they're all pretty good characters. It's just the main the main guys I don't really like. Nothing wrong with them, I suppose. Actually, I don't really like Tanjiro, but I like the boarhead guy. He's kind of funny. He entertains me. He doesn't really interest me, but he entertains me. So that's important in itself. But yeah. And in the movie, I feel like that stayed basically the same. The Hashira are still the most interesting characters. Still not all that interested in Tanjiro. The villains were good. I think there's only 2 villains in the movie, but I think both were done pretty well. One got a lot more screen time than the other, but both I think did a good job. A lot of flashbacks though. Like sometimes like there'd be 30 seconds of fight, then 5 minutes of flashbacks, like, and then another 30 seconds of fight like in between. That kind of got annoying. So that was kind of fucking weird. I feel like they should have just front loaded that shit or backloaded it, or kept it all in like condensed area. But what are you gonna do? But yeah, as I said, the action was still fucking cool. There was still like long bursts of action, like for the main fight. So yeah, overall, pretty good movie. Pretty good. Is it as good as the other one, the train one? I don't know. I feel like Rengoku was a stronger character than any of the characters in this movie. So I feel like Rengoku kind of like uplifted that first movie a lot. Like he carried that movie pretty hard. Even like the villain Akaza. But in this movie, it's just Akaza who carries the movie. There's no Rengoku. I like the water cunt. He's alright, but he's not as good. Yeah. So, but that said, the fighting was better and cooler. I'd say this movie is probably better overall because I feel like the start of the train one was kind of weak. Oh, it just wasn't that good. But it ended like really strong. This one I say is like more consistently good throughout. I think, yeah. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Not that anyone asks, but yeah, pretty good movie. Pretty good. We already have Future MC. True. Yo, Whittled, how you do? Yeah, I do pretty well. I'm pretty tired. I've been doing a lot of stuff lately. A lot of work. Oh yeah, I should probably say I'm probably gonna put the what do you call it? Web novel. Probably gonna have to put that on hiatus. I think I underestimated how much effort doing like 2 jobs is. Especially like 2 jobs like mine. I think I got a little bit cocky, I think, doing that. Like 2 artistic projects, both of which take well, I suppose the book doesn't take that much time, but Superhuman takes a fuckload of time. And with how things are ramping up for this update, I'm getting less and less time for personal hobbies. And that includes the book, which is basically my hobby. And also, I think it was easier to get myself to do something when I wasn't making money off it, to be honest. No, it's a weird thing because you think the money would make you happier about it, but I think it's the expectation. I think that's what makes it feel more like work, I suppose. Because back before I released the Patreon, like it was already out, but before I like set the Patreon, I feel like I could do it a lot more like freely and enjoyably. I could just, carve out an hour or 2 a day and then just sit down and write for a bit. And that was like just a fun little break. But then when you start earning money off it, it starts feeling different, It starts feeling not as fun. It's not really a break anymore. It's just like another slot of work, which is not as good. And also, it kind of consumes all my time for my other hobbies. Like, because I could probably keep doing it and keep doing Superhuman if I'm being real. Like, if I didn't want to be a lazy motherfucker, I could probably keep doing them both. Fairly, not easily, but I could do it. Problem is, it would cut into all the other shit I want to do. Like, probably noticed I haven't been doing fuck all for the YouTube. Like, usually I'd release like a song every week or couple of weeks. I'd make some YouTube videos, although that's been pretty fucking rare. I'd be doing shit like that. And then there's other projects I want to work on, like my vampire game, my space game. Like, I would kind of just like start throwing shit together for that stuff. Like, not like consistently, just like whenever I feel like it. I haven't really been doing any of that. So it's kind of like cut into all my hobbies. And I feel like that's an unfortunate side effect. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm probably going to make it like a proper hobby again. Like, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to write the book. I'm still going to finish it. But I might release it as an actual paperback book, like the traditional way. Actually, I'll complete it and then I'll start doing the Patreon. That's what I'll do. I'll just finish it. I'll get however long it goes for, like 3 or 4 books is what I'm guessing right now. I'll just finish it. And then once it's finished, then I'll have it on like an automated release cycle. Because I already finished the first book before I released it, but I had like a backlog saved up. So I wouldn't have to like be pressured to work like every night on it, And I just had it like automatically releasing. I probably should have waited till I finished all books instead of just waiting until I finished the one. I probably should have done that. Yeah. So, all in all to say, I'm probably going to keep going, but it's probably going to be like a chapter a week kind of thing. And then I'll, until I finish the entirety of the books. And then I'll release them like normally in a daily fashion or whatever the fuck I want to do. That's probably going to be the plan. So yeah, it'll be ongoing, but it'll be more of a hobby again rather than something I'm trying to make money off. Because I like money, but sometimes money does suck the joy out of some things, you know? So yeah, that's an update on that. I'll probably release a post or something talking about that. Probably on the Patreon, I assume. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Anyway. Vampire in space, what's that all about? No, that's two separate things, mate. Two separate things. There's a vampire game. I'm also going to make a space game. And yeah, so I was working, like, not like seriously on it, just doing like bits and pieces for it. Like every now and then, like just in a lot of my hobby time is like developing other things, other creative works, because, you know, it's just fun for me. But yeah, I haven't been able to do that as much. So we'll be getting back on that. Yeah, saw the new character, Femboy. Femboy. Maybe. Maybe. Could do. Anyway, where was I? Most important question, Woodward. If you had MC's powers, would you turn to a chick and get fucked? Would I do that? I don't know, I'm not really attracted to dudes. So I don't know if that would be something I'm super interested in. I'd probably buy a dildo at the very least. You know, something like that. Vibe. But I don't know if I go out like dude hunting. Maybe just for experience. Just like take it from behind and not look at him. Maybe. Like I'm not super opposed to that. But yeah, I don't know. Could do. Good luck, Tom, if you're still here. Yeah. Do you write a lot? Yeah, I write a fuckload. Do all kinds of different writing. Been replaying Superhuman, and I've got to say, there's a few things that makes me a bit sad. One of them is Emily. She clearly was being set up for something big, then she is just forgotten. Hopefully, in the future, she will have some importance. It depends on what you mean. The other is Laurie. Oh, yeah, old Laurie. Bitch had some importance to the story, did she? Does Laurie have importance to the story? I mean, maybe. Maybe. Then dies / gets injured. Is talked about like 3 scenes after, then she is forgotten, never to be talked about. Not even being by Daryl during months after the arc she gets fucked. Yeah, you know, well, she's dead. You know, what's there to say? What's there to say? I mean, I suppose I could, like, do a little bit of more of a remembrance, but I feel like it's just wasting lines, and I feel like I've already got a bloated amount of lines. As for it being important to the story, I mean, she was never that that important. She got to come in for a good fight though. I was happy with that, but I feel like her character kind of got rounded out in that fight. Like she kind of overcame what she needed to overcome. She did what she needed to do. You know, she contributed faithfully. I feel like I kind of rounded the character out. Sometimes I think I shouldn't have even let her be saved. I should have just killed her ass, like just made it non-optional. And yeah, that thought is compelling to me. But then I also think it's important to have like worthwhile choices in Superhuman. You know, if she lives, I'm probably going to use her again at some point. She's probably going to show up. So I think it's important that you give like players options, like to control and contribute to the world, or just into other people's lives. I think that's fairly important to do. So I ended up giving her the choice to live or not. Yeah. Don't know if I'm going to keep doing that for other future characters. I might do, but yeah, I don't know. It'll depend on the character. It'll depend on the character. Side characters, maybe you can be saved. That could be a thing. But that's my bad opinion, so it's worth what it is. Yeah, that's alright, man. Yeah. I can see a little bit more Laurie content, but I think that'll come when she actually shows up again, if you saved her. If you saved her. And if you didn't save her, maybe then we'll get that little bit of alternate remembrance scene if you didn't save her. Woodworld, will there be a specific tier for shapeshifters, or are we just going off base dick size? Well, that's a good point. Base dick size. Or shapeshift? Nah, I think we'll go off base. I think we're going off base. Yeah. But my biggest criticism is Danica not being MC's wifey. Yeah, I know, there's time for that, mate. There's time. I love how the MC doesn't care about innocents' lives. Yeah, it depends. It depends. I mean, he doesn't care about most things, really. But, yeah. It depends. A man can only dream. You never know. Fire Hashira got done dirty. He did. But to be fair, he was doing pretty good. Like even, I'm not going to spoil it because it came out pretty recently. But I think it's pretty obvious he was one of the top tier Hashira based on how he did against fucking Akaza. He was pretty impressive. Didn't even have like the mark, I don't think. And yeah, old Fire Hashira is pretty powerful. But yeah, he got killed pretty fucking early, so that's true. Oh yes, the boarhead cunt. Yeah, that cunt. I forget his name. But yeah, he's pretty funny. Of the three main characters, he's the one I like the most. I'm not super interested in his fights, although I prefer it if he wins. But yeah. He's a funny cunt. Zenitsu, I don't know. A lot of people like Zenitsu, but I don't know why. Maybe it's because he's funny. Like his whole helpless routine versus the sleep self. But yeah, I found him in the movie like basically a waste of time. Like I wasn't interested in anything he did in the movie. like that didn't interest me at all. And I feel like his arc is like kind of wrapped up now. I assume he's going to do more. But yeah. Guys, I'm 2k away from being able to get a lore drop. Yeah, well, good luck. Brother got donated. Yeah. Is that how he died? Yeah, he got stabbed in the stomach, right? Got fucked. Sup, Weirdwood? Hey, Draco. How's it going? If MC met a human who spoke a different language, would he be able to do what he did with the giant maniac and communicate with the human? Probably. Maybe. It depends. I go back and forth on like how instinctual are the MC's memories? Like, is language instinctual? Like your language, is that like really like a conscious memory? Like me remembering like what I learned in chemistry, like 15 years ago, however long that was. Is it the same? Is language the same as that? Maybe, or is it like more instinctual, more like walking, like a more baseline memory? I feel like language would be a more baseline memory. That's just the vibe I get. I have no evidence for that. Usually I like to look this shit up. But I feel like, just based on vibes, that language would be a more vibe-based memory. In which case, the MC would be able to replicate it. Because he can copy the instinctual parts of what he, of the memories he absorbs. He's decent at that. But I don't know. So to answer your question, probably. I feel like the answer to that would be yes, but until it's in the game, don't quote me on that. Is Duncan still growing in power as he was when he was in a normal body? No, you don't just grow in power. You have to train. I mean, maybe you grow a little bit, and maybe he's growing a little bit, but he's not like you gotta train. You gotta train. Not even just that. Tanjiro has his bullshit better fire school. Oh yeah, true. The sun, like he has the sun school. Oh, yeah. What did they say about the law of that? It's like it's the beginning of all the other schools. Is that what he said? I can't remember. It was a while ago. I think before they mentioned it. But I think it's like his school is the origin of the other schools. I don't know why that would make it better. It should make it worse because it's the least refined. Like otherwise, why would they not just keep doing the same fucking school? Because it's a superior school. Why would they do worse offshoots? Like martial arts has only gotten better over the centuries, right? But anime logic, I get it. It's fine. But yeah, yeah. Actually, it's Flame Hirahashira. True. Replaying also made me think about something. MC, due to his mind abilities, can be very OP. Like, depending on how Weedwall decides to take him. I mean, yeah, but that's true for literally any character in the game. Well, not any character, to be fair. A lot of characters in the game. Like, Jake could be, like, 10 times more overpowered than the MC could be. Danica could be, like, the most powerful character in the game. Like, theoretically, if I wanted to make Danica a powerful character, I could have her kill Bernhard just by snapping her fingers. Like, theoretically. Like, most of the characters. I like to give most characters, like, somewhat OP abilities. Because then I feel like if everyone's OP, then, no one is. That's what my logic is. I don't know how that's going to work out. Like, maybe it's a stupid fucking decision. You never know. But yeah, having abilities like reversing time, like fucking, what do you call it? Like erasing people you touch, exploding people's brains, fucking shape-shifting, fucking memory reading, fucking mind control, all the OP shit. Like teleporting people. I feel like it's kind of cool to have like all the OP shit, I think that's kind of cool. But we'll see. Like, depending on how Will decides to take him, he could do like Ella, not take damage by not moving his body. True. But in his case, not taking damage, if in his mind he doesn't want to have his body change, would be cool. I don't know what that means. Is that not exactly the same? Is that not exactly the same as what Ella does? As his power grows, the tree grows. True. His roots deepen. He gets larger. How relevant you plan on making the moral points? More relevant in 1.0. Not like, I don't know how like super relevant, but more than in 1.0. Any hint about the new character you did with the Ice Girl? You mean Melody, or the one I released like, was it yesterday, the day before? Is Valravan the third's chosen? What? No, the third. No. Can we get scenes of the MC oral farming? Maybe. What's Henry's powers? Now maybe you'll see. All right. Val is the seventh's chosen. That could be true. Woodward, can you perhaps not tie your shoes? Maybe. I can tie them together. I don't know if I can do them like individually. Perhaps you are a dense motherfucker. Perhaps. Woodward, why did you mention trees so much in game when talking about strength or feats of strength? I don't know. Do I? When have I mentioned trees? I don't remember. Maybe I do. I'm not going to say no, I don't. But I can't like, I don't really think of. I don't really think of specifically trees. I know uprooting a tree is like a decent feat. Depending on what level you are. But, fair enough. I just got into reading your web novel. I like it. Well, I'm glad you like it. It'll still keep going, but it's probably going to be like a once a week kind of chapter a week kind of thing, rather than like every day. But yeah, I'll finish it. Maybe release like a hardback. Maybe I don't know if I'm going to go that far, to be honest. But yeah, I'll finish it off, and then we'll get to a proper release schedule where I don't have to stress about it. I can just have it in the background, like auto releasing. I feel like that'll make me enjoy it a lot more. I should have done that in the first place. Yeah, I thought one book was enough, but no, gonna need more. Why don't you do the book when you have some downtime? I think that if you like doing it, keep doing it. Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm just going to chip at it when I feel like it. That's basically what it's going to be. Just like all my other hobbies, like the vampire game, all that other stuff. I'm just going to chip away at it, when I'm getting in the mood. And then when it's done, I'll just release it, and I don't know how I'm going to release it really, but I'll figure that out when it comes to it. But yeah, I'll be waiting until it's properly finished. By the way, the new character looks great. Hoping it's a femboy, but I'd take a small-titted gal. Yeah, I saw some people debating about whether it is a male or female. I mean, it could be either. It's very flat. But, you know, there's some very flat women out there. You know, are they going to be visual novels or types of games? Yeah, mostly going to be visual novels, unless they do some like crazy AI bullshit with like Unreal, where you can like just make games as easily as you would with a visual novel. Unless they do that, I'm just going to stick with visual novels. I like being a one-man team, even if I get like a helping hand, a little bit of a helping hand. I prefer being like in control, writing my stories, you know. What the fuck you mean, perhaps you'll see? I mean, perhaps you'll see, you never know. Wildwood doesn't like to give too much info, lol. He's not giving any info. Yeah. Did you think I would? What do you think this is? Yeah, lol. Just because wait until the game updates. A few things to keep in mind when asking Widward stuff. Widward, how old are you? I don't know. Maybe you'll see one day. He doesn't like to give away info. He admitted he sometimes lies. I have been known to lie on occasion. True. On occasion. Space game, new game to be hyped for in the future. Oh, did you not see Dude Why? Or yeah, I've got talked about it a few times. I've got like plans for like a super big like space sci-fi, like Mass Effect, like type Warhammer type stuff, where you start as a lowly chump on human, barely getting by, and then you go explore the galaxy. You know, become an eldritch god or something of that nature. You know, I think there's a lot of cool shit out there, like the idea that there's just like sleeping planet-sized gods in the cosmos just waiting to be discovered and possibly fought and possibly gonna come eat your ass, eat your planet. I just think that's a cool fucking idea. Cool concept. And so yeah, I'll be making a game on that at some point. Change hot girls into hot futures then. Get fucked by them, easy. Game. True. There probably will be futures in the space game. A race of futures, maybe. I don't know. Think you missed my question, or maybe I'm just retarded. But do superhuman women regenerate their eggs? Depends what you mean. Like regenerate in the same way that humans do? Do humans regenerate them, or do they just produce new ones? I don't know. If you're asking if they have eggs, they do. But I don't know exactly what you mean by regenerate them. Laurie was important in the fact that without her, Alice would have probably died. Yeah, maybe. But depends on what your definition of important is, really. Is she like does she have like the staying power? There's lots of like minor characters that could be like really important in that maybe they save a more important character or they just do something that like affects the story. So in that sense, they're important. If you mean important as in like have the staying power, the screen power, it's a bit different. I say it because for Daryl, she had some importance, especially for Dell. But then saving Laurie feels like meh. Yeah, that's because she hasn't shown up, right? When she regains consciousness, if she does, maybe that'll have a little bit more of an impact. The best part of saving Laurie, another failure on Jared's part. I mean, it's a failure either way. He was aiming for the MC. So there's that. But, the dick in their soul. I don't know what that's a reference to. But yes. I bet Ella's got a fat cock. We'll see. I mean, we'll see, won't we? We'll see. Wonder what supernatural factor will be for the space game. Yeah, do I want to say? It's going to be like psionics, that kind of stuff. They give like a brief. There's going to be a lot to it. But yeah, like Superhuman has a lot to the shit it's got. But yeah, it's going to be like psionics type stuff. Plus, the Eldritch God, like all that bullshit, like Cthulhu type bullshit. So, madness and all that. What would a spawn of Goliath be like? Would it have both Kira's strength and Bernhardt's wind? Why would Goliath have wind? Kira is it? Have I said that in game? I'll just say it. Kira is the spawn of Goliath. Will you make a game in the medieval era? The Necromancer game will be medieval. So there'll be that. Be that. I mean, Gigante. What's that a reference to? Oh, is it Gigante or Gigante? I can't remember what I said. I think it's Gigante. Gigante? I can't remember. Yeah, what does Spawn to him look like? Would it be both Kira strength? It would be a very powerful, physically powerful superhuman, and they would have wind power. So yeah, you're kind of right. Kind of a cross between Kira and Bernhardt. Yeah, kind of. Deus was covering for the MC when his identity wasn't known. If Del didn't leak it, would Deus have kept hiding the MC's identity from Hero? No. Humans go through menopause, but superhumans are possibly ageless after a certain point, so I wondered if they would grow new eggs to match their lifespan. Humans don't grow new ones. Oh, is that how that works? I didn't know. I'm not up to date on female anatomy. Not super up to date anyway. To answer your question, yes, probably. Yes. I'm picturing the vampire game taking place in Victorian era, but maybe that's just bias. Might do. You never know. In response to base stick size for shapeshifter questions. Ah, yes, I see. I remember when you had to choose between Monster Booty or Laurie, and I also chose Mummy Glay, at least before Weedle changed it, to be able to save her. Yeah. What did I do? I set it like a power value, right? Like a super high one that you would have difficulty reaching, I think. I think that's what I did. When will you let us gamble, Weirdworld? In the game, I mean. Like a full on casino. Trust me, MC having a gambling addiction is very much needed in the story. And it could happen. Not for a while, I'll say. But it could happen. MC can say wanna fuck in every language. True. Brother, don't bring your gambling addiction to the game. Yeah, you don't know. I thought level 5s passively grow in power. Did I say that? I might have said that. If it is, they grow like barely anything. Most... I don't know how clear I made this in game. And maybe I'll go like skim over it when I go to like 1.0. But most of the strength in superhumans comes from like an adaptation. Like fighting, being injured, being defeated, maybe. And then overcoming yourself. In similar ways to the MC, but it's a little bit more difficult, a lot more difficult for normal humans. a lot of the progress you'll be making is through that. So if you're not defeated, if you're not like challenged or pushed, you're not going to grow that much. You're not going to... If you like unleash all your power and you're either beaten or close to beaten, you'll grow a lot more than if you're just sitting around doing fuck all, you know? And even like light training, like I don't know, you're like fighting like monsters that don't really challenge you. I mean, maybe you'll grow a bit from that, but you're not going to grow much. It's mainly about being pushed to your limits. I think I kind of like mentioned this with Michael, but Michael brings it in more of like a human sense. It does apply to superhumans though. The main thing that they need to grow powerful is extreme challenge and harsh conditions. But yeah, level 5s, I might have said they passively grow, and they probably do to a limited extent. Like a couple of power, a day, a week. I don't know what the number is. It'd be like a small trickle compared to what they'd really be capable of getting, I agree, everyone is OP in their own way. Yeah. Is Weirdwood a dense motherfucker? Yeah, it depends. Depends, eh? Sometimes. Technically, Tiffany could have the strongest punch in the game if she could use an infinite mash punch. Yeah, that was one of the abilities I was thinking of when I came up with her power. You know that eventually she'd be able to like fully maintain her speed when she exit her light form. But maybe she'll die before she ever reaches it. Who knows? I think her arms would break before she can hit that hard. It depends on what level she is. As a level 2 or 3, yeah. Yeah. But there's levels beyond. That's the point of saying, could you use it? True. Hey, Weird, how are you today? Yeah, I'm doing alright. My hay fever, I feel like balancing out a bit, so I'm happy about that. Who's your favourite superhuman except the MC? I don't know. Who's my favourite superhuman? Maybe Ella? Maybe? Maybe. Woodward, you better have Thanos at the top of the tier list. Oh, well. We'll see about that. Man, Aglay and MC's kid will have cracked powers. Maybe. Or maybe since they're so different in alignment, it'll be like dog shit. Imagine getting a bad end because of that. Maybe. Do you plan on... do you have any plans for MC's kid? Some plans. Some. Sure. A lone superhuman existed in medieval Europe, let's say. Would they ever evolve, assuming there are no other superhumans or monsters? Depends how far you mean. Like evolve to level 2? Maybe, if they trained enough. Because you got to think, like, a level 1 can be killed by humans. Like, fairly easy. Like, MC is pretty durable for a level 1. Like, because he can regenerate, But a regular level 1, you get enough humans together, you get enough crossbows, fucking knights and shit, you could probably take him down. Like, decently easy, too. Or if you get, like, someone to assassinate him, poison his food, stab him in the neck, through the heart, you could kill him. So, would that superhuman reach level 2? Yeah, probably. If you trained a bit. Level 3? It'd be harder. But also possibly. Level 2s can be beaten as well. Beyond level 3, though, that gets a little bit more difficult. If they were exceptionally good at training themselves, then maybe. Level 5, no. They'd never be able to get to level 5. Doesn't matter who they are. Even they're the most talented person in the world. If there's no like superhumans or monsters like in that time period, they'd never reach level 5. But yeah, that's the general feeling. But yeah, to get to level 4, you'd have to be like the tippy top, like the best of the best. Where do we get to? Ella couldn't move in order to not change her body. What I meant is MC would be able to move at will, but only change according to what his mind allows. That sounds like convoluted to me. So he could be burned alive, but because in his mind, he doesn't want his body changed by the intense heat, he just remains as he is, even while whole moving normally. That seems convoluted. Like, if I were to do that, I'd just give the same power to Ella as well. And there'd be no difference. I mean, maybe I will. Who knows? But it wouldn't be... it wouldn't be like a MC exclusive type thing. I don't see any reason why I'd give it to the MC and not Ella. Basically, MC is the playground kid who just says, no you. True. I think that's more in the authority's part of power. Maybe. Now that we're on powers again, I've been thinking of possible functions, like with Lexi and wondering if she could use bloodbending via iron in people's blood, or with Danica and if she can use a scope to mark people from a vast distance. For Lexi, yes, depending. Very, very much depending. Like, a lot of monsters don't have iron in their blood. For one. Humans, superhumans, to a degree, depending on how powerful they are. And well, I'm not going to go too far. Lexi still needs a proper fight. 2, for Danica, yes, she could. Depending on her evolution, of course. Do the 100 kg bench press? Nah, I did that yesterday. Well, not the 100 kg, but I did bench yesterday. You're not wrong, but still mind powers can be like free to do what one wants as long as he thinks about it. Kind of. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Not entirely sure. So we've seen that the third and fourth apostle create spawn with a mix of both abilities. Will that be true for the other apostle pairs if they shared in the creation of their spawn? Yes. Isn't there something more beyond training and hardship when evolving? After making it to level 3 is rare and level 5 is exceptional. Depends what you mean. Like triggering the evolution, training and hardship aren't necessarily necessary. But being ready for the evolution, like having the strength to endure it and survive through it, you need a lot of training and hardship to do that. That's a requirement. Well, depending on who you are. There's like certain levels of natural talent that let you do certain things. Like Henry, for example, like the freaks, that don't necessarily go by the norm. But yeah. If there's no superhumans or monsters in the world, you're never reaching to level 5. Or would some of the apostle pairs create a superhuman with entirely new abilities? It's possible that they could do that, and it's possible that the MC would have ended up like that. But it just depends. Would MC be able to give other human abilities from body or mind when he reaches his max potential? Other human abilities from the body or mind. Oh, right, I get you. Maybe, who knows? I'm not gonna get too into that. Henry evolved without training in a week. Yeah, Henry's kind of a bit of a freak, though. And who said he wasn't training? You don't know that. You don't know what he was doing. You're not wrong, but still, wait, I read that. The COC to Tits Pipeline. Oh, yeah. I did play both those games. Yes. Fantasy to Space. True. I mean, I'm not really doing fantasy now. But, would my game be kind of like Tits? Kind of. A little bit different in, like, tone. But not, like, totally different. I mean, a lot of the sex aspects could be occurring. Like the transformative like technology items and shit like that. That could be a thing. Although I'd make it temporary, otherwise it's too much of a pain in the fucking ass to draw. But yeah, I could have like sex scenes where like the MC takes like a certain drug, turns into like a cowgirl or some bullshit like that. I'm not going to say that's not going to happen. Your proposition with Lexi wouldn't work since it stated she produces the iron with her powers. She produces. Wait, I don't know if that's said. She controls iron. That's the main thing of her ability. I don't know about producing. She probably can produce. But if she does produce, I'm pretty sure it'd be like producing through the iron already in her body. That's how she'd be producing it. No, like just like generating it. Just waiting to be banged by future Space MC? True. Incorrect. I already had this talk with Weird in the past. Oh, yeah, there you go. I think it only works that way when you're in the other world. I don't know what that's a reference to. An eldritch planet-sized being about to eat my ass. Let's go. Widward produces so much peak. Well, it's not. It's not produced yet, but I'm hoping it'll be peak when I get to it. That'd be nice. Are apostles better in their respective fields than when they were one? For example, is creation better at creating things and destruction better at destroying things when they were chaos? Who says that creation and destruction are chaos? I don't know if that's ever said. Don't know what you're talking about, mate. Like, I can see light and darkness creating something entirely new if both apostles cooperated to make the same spawn. It's possible. Like, it depends on, like, percentages. Like, just because both contribute doesn't mean you're going to get the 50-50. You could end up with, like, a 10-90 or 20, 80. And that variation will do various things. Also, it depends on the human's mindset as well. Can Alice give humans powers now that she's a monster? Sort of. Why does it seem that Superhuman inherit a specific trait from Apostle? Alice has the same power as the fairy, for example. That Superhuman inherited very specific. It depends on the person. Mother and son scenes aren't allowed, but MC, cow, and horse scenes are. Not like an actual cow, like a cowgirl. Like, you get the little horns and maybe some fucking ears, but you're still gonna be fucking human. You know. So she can control any iron. Yeah, basically. Human women don't produce eggs; they're born with them and slowly run out throughout their life. Right. So they're asking if a woman who lost all her eggs would get them back. Yeah, I guess. I think they clarified before. Yeah, they probably would. Probably. Maybe not. But probably. That's something I'd have to give some thought to. Anyway, with that out of the way, what's up? Hello, Weird World. So has the cock rating started yet? Not yet. We're an hour in. I'm sure we'll get to it. I haven't even made the tier list yet. I've got the tab open though. Create single-use template. There you go. Nanomachine Sun. True. This time, this is about Nico. I wonder if she could replicate the effects of her and Hex clash, but with her own rings. The fling someone across different points in space. I'm not going to say. Maybe. Maybe you'll see soon. Alright. True. Kind of like Sylar mimics others' powers. Maybe it's similar to him. I don't know what that's a reference to. Weird, in terms of personality for the newest Patreon character. Oh, in the most general terms, can you say how they act? Somewhat violent. Somewhat. Right? We'll leave it at that. Goliath has like poison breath, which I figured is actually just CO2. Huge guy exhaling a bunch of CO2. It's not necessarily CO2 because it's not necessarily carbon based. I mean, he might be, but not necessarily. But if you're asking if his poison breath is like his power, it's not. It's not his power. He does have poison breath though. I don't know if Goliath actually has poison breath. I mean, it depends what your definition of poison breath is. I mean, if his breath poisons you, then he does have poison breath. But is his poison breath his power? No, it's not. Are you still planning on adding a male love interest for FemMC, or was that a Weird World moment? It could happen. Like, I'm still planning on the gender bender route. Will I add an actual romance? Yeah, maybe. It'll depend on how the gender bender route like fleshes out as I write it. It'll be one of the fly by you seat of your pants kind of things. Let's say maybe it'll be like a slightly more romantic character, or maybe it'll just be all the sex. I'm not really fussed either way. Why Apostle, save for the third and fourth, are so obsessed with creating pure spawn? Who knows? Can we get a superhuman like the Void from Marvel Comics? I don't know who the Void is. What does the Void do? Somewhat violent. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down though? Yeah. Violent in personality, not just in like action. I think I remember it being actually poison. Plus also, maybe it was like an actual green cloud. I gotta check again. I don't think it was an actual green cloud. So like Biotics, Mass Effect, or Psychus in 40k, BioWare definitely through by doing antibiotics. What do you mean antibiotics? What do you mean by not doing antibiotics? You mean like I know in Warhammer there's like was it like a null level in Psychus or humans where they're so resistant to psychic energy they can't use it at all. They also can't be like affected by it. Is that what you mean? As for your question, it'll be more like Psychus from 40k, but not necessarily the same. It'll be like a lot more far-reaching than Biotics. I think Biotics is mainly like energy fields and telekinesis and stuff like that, and a bit of like future seeing. I think they've got like a bit of that going on. It'll be a bit more extensive than that. For example, there's going to be like an Attack on Titan type psionic. But I don't know if I'm going to call that one psionic. Like there'll be a cunt that can just basically turn into a fucking Titan. But yeah, so it'll be fairly far-reaching ability system. It's going to be very varied across different species and also across different humans as well. How would that even work? Which apostles got more spawns? Body has a lot, truth has a fair amount. Maybe Tiff can retain, like, I don't know, 10% of light speed to punch with. Still a very powerful punch, plus, I don't know, maybe the speed somehow makes her tougher when she punches. Yeah, it depends on what level she is. I mean, once you get to level 4 and level 5, she'll probably be able to go 100%. Depending. I actually forgot, but there was some fan theories on it years ago. I haven't played Mass Effect in so long. No, well, fair enough. And Glay, I want a son capable of challenging the gods themselves. What she gets, the biggest piece of dog shit. Not everyone can be lucky. How did Shen get his power from Glay? Did Ella just ask her kindly? Lol? No. But, you know, we'll maybe get into that. If MC focuses on size, and size alone, how big can he be? Maybe you'll find out. Pretty big. I also enjoy workshopping magic systems, so I enjoy hearing your process, lol. Yeah. It's good fun, isn't it? Yeah. Things will change inevitably, though, you know, as I actually produce the game. But yeah, those are my ideas for now. We're going to start the tier list. I'm sure we'll get there. I'm almost caught up, I think. I'm almost caught up to the thing. Well, gotta go. Have a good night. See you, mate. By the way, going back to the passive power growth for level 5s. Nico said she trains by teleporting around, and I assume she has as much power because she pushes herself with her vast jumps. Yeah, exactly. Like trying to get to like the edge of the universe. That's the main cause of her power. And it's quite an effective way of training as well. Out of character question for me, but who would win in a fight between a fresh third Evo Bernhardt and a Battle of the Diamonds pre-tree Duncan? Bernhardt. Hopeful she still loves him. Curious exactly how much of a freak Bernhardt is. He's pretty freaky. There was a very unique, well, I don't know how much I want to go into that. Bernhardt is more standard than Malik or Henry, but he's also very unique in his own ways. I don't even think Aglay loves the MC. She even went to how could one love one that is not their own blood? That's a good point. That was before the sex. She loves the MC now. Well, he's the father, assuming the pregnancy goes well. So I mean, that kind of makes them family. The pact was made from blood, man. You know. That would make sense for why she loves him now. Maybe. Aglay definitely doesn't love the MC. He hasn't even been in her life long enough to equal like 0.01% of her time. Yeah, not even close to that. Obviously, at most she likes him, but love now that I don't see it. We'll see. Even Uncle Val warns us to be careful of Aglay's pack. I think you mean pact, but yeah. It's true, he does say that. No doubt, but love is definitely out of the picture. Maybe if he stays in her life for a while. Maybe. Raven warned MC about her because he knows the MC is hoes before bros. Yeah. True. David Whitwood just teasing me on the power abilities. Sorry, mate. Maybe you'll see, mate. So is the gender bender route fully confirmed now for Whitwood? Well, nothing's fully confirmed until it's fucking in the game, mate. Is it probably going to happen? Yeah, probably. Is it fully confirmed? Not until you see it in the fucking game. But then again, what I meant is that due to the MC having memory powers, that he could force his body to remain the way he pictures it, to be even while moving. But the way he pictured it would be just, you know, him standing still, right? Why would that be different to Ella? While Ella not having them would need to remain still, I don't really see why she would need to remain still while the MC wouldn't. Hope that clears the confusion. I mean, I could write it that way. To be clear, I could. I just don't see a reason for why I would. That's all. Sila kind of does that. She does kind of do that. Although hers is more of a... I mean, it's kind of a regeneration, but not really. I mean, it's not like her flesh is knitting back together. It's just like, you know, restoring itself. And that would be more in line with what the MC would get, if that would happen. If it doesn't, never mind. Then, because I just respawned in HD2. What's HD2? 100%. That's kind of literally infinite energy weird one. What is? Maybe 99.9, not infinite, or 99 point extended nines. I mean, yeah, but that by that logic, every character that can move at light speed is doing that as well, right? Isn't that what or can moves faster than light speed, right? So even though they kind of make a big deal about Flash having the infinite mass punch, wouldn't literally every character faster than light also be able to do that? Like Superman, like fucking Darkseid. What's that cunt? That monster one? Doomsday. Wouldn't they all have infinite mass punches? Isn't that how that works? Wait, you didn't get the joke? Biotic antibiotics, like the medications, though? Oh. Yeah, I didn't I didn't even register. Yeah, that's a good one. Didn't even cross my mind. Are you a fan of time travel in shows and anime where it's not the main plot? Where it's not the main plot. I don't know. You have to lift some. I can't think of some. Like JoJo's. I like JoJo. Steins Gate was good, but that's like the main plot. What else is there? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you have to list me some. It depends. I don't have a strong opinion on it one way or another. Could a level 2 Bernie defeat a level 3 MC? Probably. Did you say Bernie is like the perfect superhuman in skill and potential and training / hard work? Yeah, basically. He's very he's non-standard in a very standard way. Like there's unique things that make Henry or Malik different than other superhumans that Bernhardt doesn't really have. He's a very straightforward in that sense, but also the level of straightforward he has is also quite unique, you know. And the way he goes about being straightforward is also somewhat unique. Is it possible for a child to survive the superhuman process without interference? Or can they survive if their monster parent keeps them stable, if they had the ability to do so? If the monster parent did, sure. And there's probably a unique child out there, a golden child, you could say, that could survive it. Probably. Is there any fictional character from any media that made you think if they weren't superhuman, they would have traits X, Y, etc., and be at level Z? Not that I can think of. Like, not off the top of my head. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Akaza from Demon Slayer would be like level 3. I feel like around there. Got pretty good regeneration, you know. You can like bust buildings and shit. So that's pretty good. Pretty fast. Yeah. Weird question, but can a child still in his mother's womb can be infected by a monster? Yes, but they probably turn into a monster. Or die. Pretty sure he said the baby would die or become a monster. Yeah, there we go. Why Sila's shapeshifting is different from the MC's? Due to her makeup, her percentage. Maybe like Attack on Titan? I don't know. I don't know what that's a reference to. Will we get another drawing stream? The last one was a lot of fun. Yes, but not for a while. Like, I've reached a point in the updates where I can't be like delaying what I'm drawing like for stream because we're getting close to, you know, doing some shit. So I've got to like speed it along. I can't be like holding out to draw a character on the stream. But yeah, that said, we'll definitely be doing it again. I don't see why not. I always have need for more monsters. It's always going to be a thing. So yeah, maybe I can see that. Could Trey Duncan beat anybody? Well, he could beat a lot of people. I mean, it depends what you mean by beat. I mean, he's just going to be standing there. He could outlive a lot of people, if that's what you mean. Never mind, I'm back because squad got wiped. Oh, Helldivers 2. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, fair enough. That sucks. Wait, so besides Body, Creation, and Goliath, who would even come next in the cock size? I don't know. Don't know. The Plagueborn's probably up there. So there's that. Although he'd be bigger than. Well, it depends. Woodward, could I beat Duncan? I don't know. How powerful are you? Yeah, Woodward. That's why FTL is stupid, especially when you power scale. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, by the way, Charlie Kirk's killer had engraved the casing's Helldivers 2 code for our 500k bomb. Jesus. I did hear about that. Not the 500k bomb, though. Yeah, I guess the shooter's a gamer, right? Yeah, fucking games are turning kids violent, you know? It's all the fucking video games. Damn. The, what do you call it? The old news people from 50 years ago were right. Of course, she could beat him. She's a shapeshifter. True. She could fuck him too. I don't know who specifically we're talking about. Woodward, if you had to mix characters from the game to make the perfect superhuman, which characters would you throw in the mixing bowl? Mix characters? I feel like I'd just be mixing the apostles, but if we're talking about humans or superhumans, I don't know. Divana and Evander would be an obvious choice. But if we wanted to make like a totally unique thing, you'd definitely want Henry in there. You'd probably want Jake in there. And maybe a bit of the MC. That'd be a good combo, I think. Or a really shit one, depending. Wait, Angie's powers could affect her balls if she was a futer? Maybe. I'm only playing Superhuman in hopes that it turns me into a Superhuman. I mean, it's not impossible that would happen. I mean, it's also not impossible that a meteor could fall on your head. But, you know, keep trying. Fucking games turning us violent. Loved Inside edition. Saying that Bella Ciao comes from Far Cry. Does it? Jesus. Amazing reporters. It's not like his song. He's a song from even before World War II or anything. I don't know what that means. It's Woodward, who's stronger, you or Bernie? Bernie. Is he gonna break the fourth wall and like beat me up like fucking Goku beats up Toriyama? Is that what's gonna happen? Maybe. All right. I think we're ready to start. We've been delaying this shit long enough. How many updates till the end of Superhuman? I don't know, like 1? Maybe? I don't know, man. Which will happen first? Trey Duncan breaking out of Ella's powers unassisted, or the heat death of the universe? Who knows, mate? Ciao is an old Italian song. Is Far Cry 2 an Italian game? Is that what the reference is? Let's go. Let's see how big Danica's cock is. Yeah, I love talking about cocks with a bunch of dudes. True. What better thing is there to talk about? Dura Plus MC mix would be cool. Wonder what it would make. Yeah, maybe. Every time I see Bernhardt flying, I hear Conquest saying, "Stand ready for my arrival." All right, let's. All right, let's. Actually, I have to fucking make the tier list. I forgot. All right, let's pull this up. Reminds me of my high school year. 2 guys got caught by the PE teacher twerking their cocks in front of another dude. It was amazing. I've actually done that unironically. I did it in primary school. Yeah, what did I got detention, I think. bunch of the guys were doing it. Don't know why. Don't know why we did it. It's just it felt like the right thing to do. Yeah, so there you go. Pull these characters in. Bring them up. What tiers are they going to be? Are we going to have unique names or just ranges of size? Well, we can come up with some names, I think. Boys being boys. True. It's just boys being boys. No, 1.0 is the end, bro. That's what I heard. I heard rumors that Superhuman will be split into 2 parts and that we're currently at the end of part 1. Is that true? That's a lot of game. Do you really think I've got another whole like double length of Superhuman in me? That's a lot. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. Every time... Wait, I read that. Will there be prequel or sequel for Superhuman? Yeah, it could be. It could be. Alright, sadly I gotta go, but I'll watch the VOD very closely a bit later. See ya, Corsair, Cyber. Thanks for dropping in. What the fuck, Weird Rod? Kids do weird shit because they don't know it's weird. True. True. Kids are fucking stupid, man. I was never this dumb, outwardly at least. I was. I did a bunch of stupid fucking shit. Anyway. I'm talking about my child cock. Let's get into some Superhuman dicks. That's big enough, I think. We can see the tiers. Right, how many tiers do we need? I reckon 5's enough. I reckon we'll go 6. I don't know if I need 6, but I reckon we'll go 6. Like one on top of this, and a row above. What color is it going to be? It's going to be no purple. Shit, fucked it. Pink. Yeah, we'll make it pink. There we go. What should we name our tiers? I feel like we should give like some sort of name. Superhuman is literally stopping development games as a whole next update. True. Next update is put it to a stop. Gotta finish it off, man. We're coming up to the 5th anniversary soon. I wonder if 1.0 will drop on it. Shit. When is the 5th anniversary? Be in Feb sometime, right? I hope we get... It'd be cool if I did do 1.0 on the anniversary. That'd be fucking cool. I'm not gonna force it, but that would be fucking cool. That'd be a good time, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Top tier is probably infinite tier for shapeshifters. Yeah, we'll see. Yep, Feb 15th. Yeah, nice. Anyway, yeah, what the fuck are we gonna call... What do they call like tiny dicks? I'm sure there's a name for it. Pin dick? Like I don't know. What the fuck else is there? Just name that. Call it Jared. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think Jared's a bit above average. Don't crunch Weird World, but 1.0 on Feb 15th would be cash. It would be fucking cash, wouldn't it? Don't release this update and hold it until Feb 15th. True. True. They should be quotes of people reacting to the dick size. Oh, yeah, true, true. I think about anything under 4 is micro dick. That's what they call it. 4 to 6 is normal. True. 7 to 10 is humanly big. True. 11 to 13 is porn / hentai big. 14 to 16 is fetish big. Good point. That could be. That could be. How about use some of those? Call it Jared. Heck is long. True. Jared or Cole. Right. Micro dick. Or should be micro penis. What sounds better? Micro penis? I don't know. I know like girls like to say micro penis. I hear it a lot, but but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the S should be size queen, please. that not how you spell pleaser? Was pleaser even a word? Just gonna leave it. No, I don't. I'll think about it. The biggest being suicide Wang fits. That's a good one. That is a fucking good one, isn't it? Because if you take it, you're committing suicide. Shrimps for the smallest? Maybe. Micro penis is more what a woman would say. Micro dick is what a guy would say. That's what I thought as well. Yeah. This is going to be from a woman's perspective because they're going to be enjoying it. So we're going to leave it micro penis. Is it one word or 2 words? I don't know. I feel like it's 1 word. Maybe that's just. But I don't like the red line underneath. No. Irritating me. Get that red line out of there. Alright, we need something between us. So micro penis is. What was that? 4 and under? Is that what I said? 4 and under? Instead of size, Queen call it shock heap. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. C should be, is that it? True. Oh yeah, that reaction thing. We're going to make it quotes or something. Did I want to do it? Average name for average size. Average. Yeah, average. Average Joe. Yeah, average Joe. Just an average Joe. Average chode. I don't know about that. We also got to consider thickness. We don't want to be excluding that, but I don't know. I'll have to do it on a case-by-case basis. Speaking of shopkeep, is he on the list, right? I don't know. Is he on the list? I don't know. I don't think he is. Oh well, too bad. Mandingo? The fuck is Mandingo? Isn't that like kind of like a racial thing? am I being racist by saying that? 0 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 10. Okay. Should I do like sizes? I feel like I should do sizes. Oh, that didn't fucking work out. Looks fucking weird. Why does it look like that? No, we're not doing it. We're just going to have to remember. We're going to memorize the sizes. Shopkeep traded his dong for some rare items. That might have happened. True. Porn star. Oh yeah, porn star. Actually, we're just gonna. This is too long. Porn star. Porn star, not a fucking. Is that not 1 word? Annoying the fuck out of me. Even his cock size, yeah. Huge cock. You're thinking of BBC, lol. Oh, okay. Mandingo actually means just huge cock. All right, what are you doing, Mandingo then? I suppose it's got man in the name. That makes sense, doesn't it? Shopkeep is a 4. You have to pay to see his dick size, maybe. There's an argument to not have number sizes. Yeah, because of like girth and all that, right? So Mandingo might have been used to refer to black guys. We're going to leave it as is. Maybe. Femboy 4C, maybe. I feel like femboys can have like a, a chunky boy. Don't put the sizes in the names. Keep it vague so that it can just be a general descriptor, having a size, mix of sizes, girth, every other factor. Yeah, true. C is forgettable. True. That'll do. Big Monster C BMC. True. That's kind of funny. Use parentheses for sizes. Yeah, it fucks up the format for some reason. I don't know why. We have before Evo Cole. What about after Evo? Oh yeah, they would be different. They would be different. I'm going to give We'll assume that whatever Cole's here is going to be the after Evo. I don't know what the picture is, but it's going to be his after Evo self. Femboys can have big penises and be dominant or submissive, either as like a tool to use to make them blush, or if you want to be dommed by a futer, but in a gay way. True. That's all included in my 47-page document, by the way. To Liz's favorite. Oh yeah, I forgot about Liz. A, put in nice cock. Parentheses is imperative. I don't know. I feel like if I did that, I'd have to make them all quotes. My OCD would fuck with my head. I need something that's just like a term. Maybe I should get rid of Magningo. I feel like this is. I feel like this is implying black. Womb Raider. Nice. True. That's a good one. Good work, Dom. Oh, Draco. I got you mixed up. Could be bragging rights. Let's do that. Wait, A. All right, A. May I just do big cock? We don't even have cock in the fucking any of the tiers. We got to have at least one that says what it is, right? Yeah, I think we're gonna. I think we're gonna leave it as is. All right. For a general sense, this isn't like strict, but generally, what was it? Micros 0 to 3, forgettable 4 to 6, 7 to what was it 10? But no, that can't be right. Wait, wait, 0 to 3. What the fuck were this criteria? 3 to 5? But then average Joe. That can't be right. I'm getting myself mixed up. What were the fucking things, Dom? I'm gonna have to look at your measuring scale again. No, it is. I was right. How's average Joe 7 to 10? I mean, maybe I'm just like I'm ill-informed. That could be a thing. I feel like we've got to get rid of forgettable. I feel like average Joe is. Is 4 small for the average Joe? I don't actually know. 4 to 6, I feel like average Joe could be. Big, you're getting like, you're getting into 8 to 9s. 1 to 2. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll just do it in sets of 2. 1 to 2 inches. 3 to 4. 5 to 6. 7, 8. 9 plus. And you're making a big mistake with this one. I feel like that's right. 4 is a little small but functional. Yeah, it's functional. It's forgettable. I think that fits, right? 3 to 4 is like it's functional, but it's forgettable. Right? That's what we're doing. 7 is officially above average, true. So yeah, this is 5 to 6, I think. 7 to 8 to 9. 9 plus. Yeah, and then yeah. Okay. Alright. We're settled. Alright, let's get fucking started. Fucking wasted enough time. And get a drink. My voice is already leaving. I haven't even started the goddamn tier list. Alright. Let's start with Henry. Old clown face. I mean, this one kind of depends. This could go a lot of different ways. A lot of different ways. But if we're talking about his baseline, he's pretty fucking big. I mean, he's not like huge, but Henry's pretty big. He's pretty big. Malik. Are we going to stereotype Malik? Are we going to do the stereotype? Is that a thing that a porn game developer would do? The answer is, obviously. I'm a fucking porn game developer. This is my job. Yes, we're going to fucking stereotype. Of course we are. What do you think this is? Alright. Malik is like 7 feet tall. True. And there's also that. There's also that. Damn, failed too. All right. Marcus. What are we thinking for old Marcus? Alice's dad. I mean, looking at Alice's proportions, what would you expect from him? Then again, he's a dude. Maybe it doesn't apply. Maybe his mum just has really big tits. Maybe his wife is responsible. All in all, he's just average. He's just an average Joe, right? Really, just normal. Yeah, a 5 to 6, he gets the job done. Yeah. Even if we're not stereotyping, just be proportional. I mean, I feel like proportional could go with Henry, but no, we're gonna get Chuck Malik up there. Big in his prime, but got shriveled with the disease. So average Joe. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It could be something like that. He was pretty buff in his prime, wasn't he? Well, buff doesn't necessarily mean anything, but he was quite tall in his prime as well. Alice's mum had D cups though. True. So it must have been fucking Marcus's. Marcus's mum that, carried the fucking heritage. Alice made fun of her size. Yeah. Yeah. Henry reminds me of a gypsy crusader. What the fuck is that? I don't know. Forgettable. Yeah. All right. MC. Baseline MC. Are we talking about human MC? Because I think human MC is just about here. Or about here. I don't know which one. I can't remember how big I made it. So it's not that. I think it's around the 5. The standard 5. So that'd be here. That said, it's currently here. It depends on if he shapeshifts and all. But his superhuman baseline, he's about Malik size. Human MC was Forget, if I recall. Yeah, it could be. Could be. MC is Womb Raider by default. Dude is 13 inches. Yeah, something like that. He's a big boy. Basic MC is Forgettable, if I remember. The 4th blowjob scene. Have I done MC just going back to his normal size and getting a blowjob? I feel like I must have. No, I think I did a tit job. I should have done a blowjob as well. Oh. Good day, Woodward. I apologize for being late. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right. I feel like my hay fever's finally gotten under control. So, yeah, I'm doing all right. Just doing a bit of a tier list. That's all. Baseline superhuman, yeah, Malik sized. Yeah. MC is every rank. True. You did with Alice. Yeah, was that a blowjob or is it just a tit job? I think it was just a tit job, right? Human MC was stated to be 6 inches. Was he? Well, I guess he's average Joe then. Well, there you go. Smiley face? Or was that sad face? So is Ella, aka average. Tit job, I think. Yeah, that's what I thought. He said it's average. He said when he was in the monster world. Yeah, that makes sense. Right. Met. Old Met. Pretty confident, pretty cocky. But is it bravado? Maybe he's just satisfied with how he is. Then again, he's also fucking 7 feet tall. So, sorry, it just has to go there. 7 feet tall. I mean, we're just going to put Michael there as well. He's a big cunt. Actually, though Michael is Michael actually has a dick drawn. Unlike Met, I'm just guessing. Michael actually has one drawn. Michael's is smaller than Met's, I'd say, but it's girthy type. I could put Michael in the average. But he's really funky, chunky, really thick, So I feel like it's at the point where it might be a little bit painful. So I feel like we're going to put him. He could go either, but in terms of length, I think he could go here. But he's a thick boy, so we're going to chuck him here. You gave Aisheth a good time. You gave Aisheth. Oh yeah. Met. Yeah, true. No. Confirmed the scene was with Alice was a boob job plus sex. Yeah, I thought so. Poor Michael losing in every way to Met. I mean, it depends on if you value girth or length. You'd have to ask the girl what she prefers. Stop doing our boy dirty. He said it's average. He said when he was in the monster world. Yeah. But yeah, it depends on what you mean by on how you're going by big. Me is suicide wang easily. No, she's not. But she did become a footer. She'd be Womb Raider. She'd be packing. She'd be like huge. We're talking like super big, super long. For me, like borderline, it might be touching the floor. Mostly because she's short, but you know. Mia got to be micro. Mia's cock is bigger than her arm. Knew it. Falls over due to imbalance. Yeah. Good times. Minyak could like, literally grow one. She could. It depends. Like by default, not that big, but you know, it's a monster. A monster that can kind of make out like an oil version of herself. She could do it, and she probably would do it about here as well. So she could fuck Jake as a way to get revenge. Yes. Maybe I'll do a scene about that. That could be an interesting scene idea. Like gender bender Jake, give him like a hot glasses girl form, and have Mia, you know, go to town on him. Could do. I'll write that down. I would if I had my phone on me, but it's fucking upstairs, so. Sounds about right. Scrapping along poor Mia. Third Laker, nice idea. I insist. Yeah, we'll see. Can the third transform into antimatter and dark matter? I assume you mean dark matter. Maybe, probably not. It more fall onto the category of dark. Probably. Or space. Gender Jake while Mia fucks him? Maybe. I would read that weird word and it'd be very hot. Maybe. Nathan? Where would old Nathan be? You know? Kelly's a standard kind of girl. She's not interested in like a super big boy, you know? Just satisfied with a normal guy. He is a lot about where Marcus is. Just average, you know? It's an average. Now, Nico. Ooh, where would I put Nico? Where would I put Nico? I feel like she's so fucking cuntish. She'd have to have a big one. She'd if she didn't have a big one, she'd like change herself to get one. She'd be at least big cock for Nico, for sure. She's not like me long, but you know. Nico is a womb raider. Yeah, maybe. Nathan has DILF energy. Yeah. Depends on how horny Nico is and what day you choose to reject her. She would definitely raid some wombs. Her balls should be at least a womb raider because she got them big balls. She might have a huge set of balls, but I think she should be satisfied with just a big cock. Average, forgettable. Wait, I read that. Being cuntish would be a double-edged sword. Anyway, Nikki, I think we saw that in game, right? I think it was pretty. Was it micro or was it just forgettable? I don't know if it was micro. How big was it? I can't remember. It was on the smaller side. Nikki was average when you saw his dick, was it? It was forgettable. Okay, we'll put him forgettable. I think he was like a solid 4 inches, right? Is she confident because she's big or is she angry because she's small? True. I mean, she's angry out of the way, though. But, you know. It looked average. It wasn't small. Was it? I think it was bigger than Human MC. Was it? No, it wasn't that big, was it? I'm trying to remember. Can't remember because forgettable. True. That's a good point. Truth. Ooh. I don't know if I should do the apostles because they don't really. It's not really a matter of male and female. They just don't have it. They don't have the equipment. Other than body, maybe. I suppose truth could as well, but yeah, we're not going to do truth. We'll do body. We'll do memory. But the rest we're not going to bother with because they just don't have the equipment. To be honest, looking at the files, Human MC seems to have mostly a micro penis. That said, he might not have been erect, considering the context? Probably not, I'd assume. Bring shopkeep instead? Yeah, true. Having memory hunt him down can't be a very sexy moment for him. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Are you counting them hard or not? That makes a difference. This should all be like in erect. Casual, shake my head. True. All right, Nyx. Nyx. I feel like Nyx would be at least as big as Nico. At least. Maybe even. Do I want to go that far? She'd be about Henry size. She'd be like on par with Henry, I'd say. Nyx is big for sure. Mummy Nyx. Yeah, true. She'd be packing. She said his dick was 6 inches hard during the scene where memory blew him. Oh, okay. Nyx is a womb raider. It's the mummy energy. I don't know about that. Damn, Nyx good on you. Fuda Nyx win. It could happen. Nyx is definitely a womb raider. I don't know about that. Womb raider's pretty fucking big. Yeah. Actually, I'm considering. I feel like, should there be a tier between Big Cock and Womb Raider? I feel like there should be. Wait, so what was average show? Average show was 5 to 6, right? I feel like there's a big gap between like 13 plus and what is this? This is just, yeah, this is just bigger than 7, right? Yeah, I feel like we need a new tier. Like average show is like 5 to 6. This is just 7 and above, right? There's a big gap between 7 and 13. We're going to need a new tier. Yeah, we're going to need a new one. And a row above. Let's add. Make him blue. What are we going to call it? What are we going to call this new fucking tier? Your tier was based on 2 inches? Yeah. I had each tier to be 3 inches. But then it wouldn't make sense for the call fucking average Joe. Like, what was average Joe again? Like 7 inches or something? 7 to 8 inches, or was it? Yeah, we're going to need a new fucking tier. What am I going to call it? Third leg. Would that third leg be bigger than Womb Raider though? It has to be somewhere between Womb Raider and Big Cock. I could just name it Huge. Just call him Huge. I feel like we'll just go with that. Yeah. Knocking at the door. Legs shaken. Yeah, anyway. We're going to put Nixon Huge. Put that there as well. Yeah, there we go. Huge is like, we're talking like in between 9 and 11, I'd say. Maybe 9 to 12. This is like, 13 plus. But yeah, 9 to 12, I'd say we're gonna stick this. And this is what? 7 to 9? Yeah, I think we're good with this. We're good with this. Nyx and Nico got cock upgrades. Let's go. Yeah. Oscar. Oscar. Jesus. Where would Oscar go? I think it's pretty obvious. What is he, 10 feet tall? He's like, if we're talking about his human self, he's 8 feet tall. And he's like a superhuman self. Well, cross sort of monster-fied. Easily. I don't even know how, but he'd be in between like 15 to 20. He'd be gone crazy. Like, I'm almost tempted to go suicide bang for Oscar. Like, he's 10 feet fucking tall. Actually. No, there's some superhumans that could take it. Danica would probably be able to take it. Yeah, okay, no, we'll leave him here. But he's going like right up the top there. He's fucking crazy. Oscar's 11 feet tall. Is he 11 feet tall? Yeah. Oh yeah, monster cock. I feel like that's... Yep. 12 inches, you're rating a womb, right? Why is it? Okay. All right. There we go. Hugest man so far. Who isn't a shapeshifter? True. Top huge windrunner. Danica could take it. My love for her grows even more. She likes bitches and big cocks. She really is. I don't know if I'd say she preferred. I said she could take it. Maybe she would, but you know, most women are around 1 to 12 as deep as they are tall. 1/12 as deep as they are tall. That makes sense. It can stretch about 50%. Slight suggestion: we should have MC transform more into animals in day-to-day life. Like whenever he takes a nap, he could turn into a cat and curl on Alice's lap. That's an interesting idea. I'm not opposed to that. Yeah. Slight suggestion: you should have MC transform. Wait, same fucking message. I always thought it would be funny to see MC in dog form just exploring Hero HQ. Maybe. And just like sort of undercover, but not really undercover. It could happen. I'm not opposed to it. Maybe in 1.0. I'd write it down, but my phone's upstairs, so maybe I'll forget. However many feet tall they are, their cervix is generally around that many inches deep. So a 5-foot woman can take 5, a 6-foot woman can take 6. It sounds about right. Makes sense to me. The trick is, during penetration, most of the penis doesn't get inside because of things like legs getting in the way. True. They do get in the fucking way. Yeah, it's a fucking pain in the ass. But, you know, moving on. The Rebus. Oh, well, let's put that up there. Rebus is crazy. Won't even put this above. He's taller than Oscar and also pretty fucking crazy. Yeah. So depending on each partner's weight, you lose about 1 to 4 inches. Damn. All right, if they're too fat, it would be trouble to like to get through. Yeah, interesting. Rebus has half wang or full. It depends. It depends, doesn't it? I'm tempted to put Rebus even higher, but no, if Rebus is functional, because only one booby. I got what you mean. Rena. Rena's, you know, she's not like super big. Just average. Just average, mate. Rena's micro because she's Asian. True. Nah. Oh well. Yeah, maybe. She's Asian. This is true. That's something you got to consider. Get rid of the fucking dog. Shen. Average. Just an average guy. Although he's Asian. Nah, he's just average. Metal Lady. Big fucking cock. Shen is micro Asian too. True. I'm gonna put it there. Actually. Yeah. I feel like all futas have to be somewhat big though. Yeah. All futas have to be somewhat big. They can't have a small futa. It's just not right. Hey, it's that girl? What girl? Oh, the metal chick, yeah. She doesn't even have a name and she's bigger than Chen. That's just how it goes, mate. If you're a futa, you got a certain amount of size if you're a futa, just by default. Like consider futa as like a race class, you get like +3 to dick size. Just as a default. It's just how it goes. Buff motherfucker. Sorry, mate. Rockman. Steven is decently big. Be like Met size. Old Steven. Might even put it up here. Sylar has a good time. But then Sylar's powers also contribute to that. If buffed by Sylar, he can go up here. But you know, default, I'm just going to put him about here. Actually, does Sylar buff him? Oh, actually, does she have that power? I don't think she even has that power. Alright, maybe he is just naturally fucking big. Alright. I'm trying to remember. Did I give Sylar that power? I might have put something like that in the scene. Nah, we're just going to leave him here. We're just going to leave him here. Gorilla Anatomy. Sylar's a monster cock. Poor big guy. Well, shit, Steven got mummy 4th treatment like the MC. Yeah, true, the 4th did do that. I don't know if just because the 4th did it doesn't necessarily mean Sylar can do it. I don't know. We're just going to leave him here. Because I can't remember what I wrote. Also, I'm surprised he didn't turn into a lizard or chameleon in the volcano area to make it more comfortable since it was hot. There's only so much you can do, right? It's like magic heat. It's not like normal heat. Like a superhuman body can already take it. Salah. Oh, Jesus. Salah, ooh. Well, it kind of depends, but she'd be pretty fucking massive. Like, her and Steven have had some good times. And she's pretty fucking... Salah's monster cock because it fills my fantasy. True. Salah has a monster cock. True. Yeah. Salah. Yeah, she's had some fun times with Steven. And they're very experimental, we'll say, with with how they do their shit. Right, Thanos. Whoa, Thanos. Big motherfucker. So I could put him with Met. But I think he's even bigger. Then again, he's fucking huge. Thanos is he's like Rebus level. He's gone fucking crazy. He's gone he's doing all kinds of shit. I mean, there's a reason that Aisheth is a big fan, and yeah, Thanos is. I need a scene with Sylar fucking Aisheth now. Oh yeah, I could do something like that. Like a random memory. I'm thinking about it. It should have been me. Steven's so damn lucky. Sylar human form based or Sylat form? No, this is Sylar human form. Sylat. Well, it depend. It'll depend. Sylat could go. But yeah. But they were talking about human Sylar. I hate Thanos. Yeah. MC, hey dad, did mum ever shapeshift a cock and fuck you with it? Stephen lying, of course not. That would be gay. True. And that is what he would say if you asked him. True. I'm sure he cheated. He actually created penis growth pills that work. Oh, you mean Thanos? Maybe. I don't know if he necessarily has an interest in that, but maybe when his wife was alive, it could have been a thing. Actually, a silent scene in general has me super curious about how that goes down. Could happen. All right, who's next? Oh, I don't know. Fantasy. Fantasy could be pretty big, but we're not going to do that. Tess. She's got the Futa buff, so there's that. She's bigger than Rena. I'd put her... Yeah, Tess is. She's gone pretty hard. I've actually thought about doing a Futa scene with Tess. I didn't get around to doing it, but I had meant to do it. Tiff is a monster cock or a womb raider. She's a tan slut Futa. They're always huge. Oh, you mean Tess? Yeah. Tess is big. Tess is pro small penis. Why is she pro small penis? Does Tess get a slut buff? She does. I feel that takes a big dick. Or why didn't you, Weirdward? I just didn't get around to it, mate. Test Future scene, please, Weirdward. I don't know. I feel like I could do so. I feel like they could even happen next update. But I just didn't get around to it, If the next update gets delayed, I might add one in. Because the next update, I don't know how long. There's a lot of work going into this next one. And like I said, I wanted to get it done before September finishes, but I don't know. We'll see. If it gets delayed, maybe I'll add the test one as a little bonus for you guys. She just loves all dicks. Tess has a scene in the game where she talks about how she likes guys who have small dicks and big. She just loves all dicks. Oh, that makes sense. Could be used to explain why Sylar and Aisheth got beef. Could be used to explain why Sylar and Aisheth got beef. Sylar hit it and quit it. Didn't even call it back. Oh, yeah. True. Body is Suicide Wang. It's literally Body. That scene is like years ago though. That was a long time ago. Body is Suicide Wang. Body is extremely large. Like if you're gonna have an experience, we'll say, with Body, it's not gonna be a good time. You're not gonna have a good time with that. Is Goliath on this tier list? I don't know if I actually put Goliath here. Damn, I should have put Goliath here. He'd have done fine. Oh, what a shame. She doesn't like medium because she says it's boring. Ah, that's right. She couldn't handle the truth when Sylar said Steven is better. Tiff is Womb Raider. Is she though? Tiff. I don't know. I don't know if I say Womb Raider. I feel like she can go. But I feel like if I did do Tiff with the Fuda scene, I'd make her big. Let's be real. If I did Tiff in a Fuda scene, I'd make her fucking big. Let's not joke around about that. Let's be real. Valravan, does he even have one? What do birds have? I unironically don't know. We're gonna put them down the bottom because I don't know what the fuck birds have. Do birds have penises? No. Suicide Wang. This is why Nikki hates him so much. I'm just gonna put him up there. Tiffany Big Cock. Tiff is Womb Raider. Ignoring the Fuda buff, I think Tiff would be smaller, probably. But all Fuda have a buff. Birds don't have dicks? I don't think so. She's already light speed. She's going to kill someone with that speed. True. Birds have cloacas. Right. Cloaca size. I could do his cloaca size, but I don't know what exactly that even looks like, so I'm not gonna speculate. I don't want to be offensive to the bird community. What the fuck's this cunt's name? Is it William? Willie? Micro. He's not that. The news guy is forgettable. He almost simps for a dude, MC. Does he? Does he simp for him? I thought he kind of railroads him with questions. Willie had a small Willie. True. William. Yeah. Like for real, birds do not have penises. The writer of Killing Bites loves putting animal dicks in his side manga. And the joke is the Crow MC has a normal human dick because birds don't have dicks. True. That makes sense. I will follow in his footsteps and not rate him. He has a humanish form. He has armor. You could do Val. Yeah, but he's not like physical under the armor. It's just the armor. He's like darkness and armor. He simps for Dexter and the MC, but then Sin took over him and he riles MC. That's right. Zarth is a Suicide Wang. Oh, well, he is Thanos' son, so he's got that going for him. But that said, he ain't like big like Thanos is. He's just average. He's just an average Joe. Just a normal dude. Suicide Wang. Zarth has a monster cock. You just know he lays pipe. He don't. He's not interested in any of that. I'm assuming every single girl here is going to get an H scene right. Probably. I don't know about every single one, but probably. There's a high chance. Is Thanos' son? Oh, father. Sorry. My mistake. Will they all get a Fuda scene? Some of them probably will. I can see Tess having a Fuda scene. I can see Tiff having one as well. I can see Nyx definitely having one. Nico probably. Mia, maybe. Sila. Memory of her like doing it with Steven or with Aishith or something. Yeah, I can see a lot of these girls getting a Fuda scene. Was Thanos birthed naturally? Maybe. It's possible. Zach Dick was destroyed by the 7th, so Micro. Ha! Can he not breed anymore? I don't know. Can he? That's a good point. He might unironically not be able to because of his injuries. But then again, limbs grow back for superhumans anyway. I don't know if a cock counts as a limb. He'd just be average. He's just a normal dude. Zach's got to be smaller than Nico. Then she can make fun of him and call him useless. True. Should do a sex scene between him and Nico. That'd be a very awkward scene though. It'd be a very, very awkward scene. Zara, I don't know what her age is. I keep forgetting what her age is, so I'm going to put her down there. Danu's getting fucking monster. She's up there with... Actually, she's kind of shrimpy though. No, it makes her even bigger. She's like Mia. Yeah, we'll just put Danu around here. Then again, her cocks are also unironically her tails. Or her hair tails. And they're kind of like, how long are they? They're like 30 inches. So, He got that Evo Super Regen, that 5th Evo even. True. She is 19 at the moment, is she? I can't remember. Reminder, you said Aos's tail was his... Yeah, that's what I just said. So Dano has twin monster cocks. True. Zara is 19. Yeah. She hasn't had her, like, growth up, though. So we're just going to leave it as is. Hat. Jeff. Old Jeff. Just average. Just a normal dude. With all the rest. Time. Fuck out of here. Clover. I feel like, for one, we've got to give her the BBC. So there's that, by default. Plus to get the Futa buff. Plus I generally think she's pretty thick. She'll be around. Let's put her with Tess. Yeah, about where Tess goes. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. In fact, I'm going to put Tess up here. I think that's fine. Yep, we're going to leave it there. Jess average. Jeff is average. Yeah, Jeff is average. Closer, be big, maybe. Oh, a Futa Clover on Demi. That I missed opportunity. We could do that. That could be a proper scene. A proper scene. And it might happen, maybe. Clover is a boomerang. Lol. Are you happy with that rank, Dom? Is Dom still here? I don't know. Clover's black. Superhuman 2. Everyone gets a Futa scene. True. Alright, anyway. Gorgon, do snakes have dicks? I think they do, right? They get into like an orgy. It's not particularly big though. Although it could be long. I don't know. I don't know about snake dick. Hi, Clover. Yeah. Anyway. Mafia hat. Wait, is this Mafia hat? It is Mafia hat, right? Johan. Where would Johan go? I think he's just an average guy. Just a standard. Right? Although he's pretty tall. He is pretty tall. He could go up here. Although I like that his hat is next to Jeff's, so I'm going to put him here. Helona. Decently big. Not huge. You'd think she'd get the BBC, but, you know, we're going to go off the stereotype for this one. Just put her on big. Yeah, we'll leave it here. Yeah. Next to Metal Lady, I think. I think that's a good spot for her. I think Clover would be on the bigger side. Yeah, she's on the bigger side. That's one way to put it. Adding to the Christmas Futa scene, Alice, Danica, Nyx, and Clover Futa scene. Christmas? I don't know what Christmas has to do with this, but I mean, sure. What was Mafia Hat's name again? Johan, I think. Don't forget Futa Sila on Aisheth. True. That's about right. I think Clover would be around 10 to 12 inches. Yeah, I think that's about right. Just a random question. Bernhardt's plank pressure in terms of how destructive it is. Like, how do I say this? Okay, it's a very weirdly worded comment. Let's say it like this. How much pressure does it really have? I heard some people saying it's equivalent to of something being crushed between two universes. Is this false information? It could be true. I mean, I think no one really knows what Planck pressure actually is. Like, it's a theoretical limit, so it's crazy. But I don't think we know what would actually happen if it existed. That said, is that what it is in the game? I don't know. You'll have to decide based on what happens in the fucking game. I'm not gonna like specifically power scale any of my characters. I'll let people decide that for themselves as they see what actually happens. You know, and we'll leave it at that. Thinking off that she could wrap her hands around it, but Demi couldn't. Makes sense. Update for Christmas Futa present. Futa Sala on Aisheth. Futa Clover. Wait, did we not just... Oh, the updated version, right? Futa Nyx and Futa Tess. Yeah, true. Christmas cause we make a list for Santa. Ah. Okay. Amber and Liz's mom would be big cock or micro. She either is much bigger than Nathan or micro, which is why she's so angry. Wait, is she here? Oh, she is here. Yeah. Should be. Yeah, we'll just put her on micro. She's not bigger than Nathan. She's not a fan. She's a little bit pissed about her position. Dear Santa, we want Christmas. Drops food list. She definitely seems micro. She does give that energy a bit, doesn't she? Johan is MC height. Is he actually? I can't remember. Laura. Laura. Oh, I feel like she'd be around about Rena. You know, glasses girls sticking together, you know. Forgettable teacher gets a forgettable tier. Oh, that's true. That's a good point. Lauren, small or forgettable? Yeah. She is pretty forgettable, isn't she? Lauren is not big. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Lawrence. Yeah, about where Tiffany is. He's a big boy. Lawrence says, Lawrence has gotten a bit of action. He's an experienced man and a gentle lover. But he's also fucking huge, so it hurts anyway. I don't even recognize the guy on the top of micro. Oh, that's he was with the metal chick. And when there's sin infiltration back in the day. I think he got beaten by Evander. Isn't he married? Who? Lawrence? Or this cunt? Before he was a butler, he was banging all kinds of ladies. True. She might actually be a fitter, depending on her decisions. Petite, slender. Doesn't necessarily mean small cock though. Lydirk is forgettable. This isn't Lydirk. What the fuck did I call this one again? I forgot her name. What the fuck's her name? I've totally forgotten. I had a cool name for her. What the fuck was she called? Lethe. Right, yeah, Lethe. Good name. And she's also really fucking big. Is she like Silateer? Nah, she's not Silateer. But she'd be about as big as the Gorgon. I can see that. Lethe's Womb Raider. Yeah, she's a Womb Raider. She got the memory buff. Oh, my bad, I mixed her up with Lydirk. Oops, yeah, that's all good, man. Briar. Underage. Maybe. We'll put him down there. Danica. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Danica could get a scene. I could see a Futa scene with Danica. I could see that happening. But whereabouts would we put her? I feel like she's got to be around Nico tier. She's bigger than Nico though? I don't know if she's bigger than Nico. She's bigger than Steven though, I think. We'll put her here. She's got the Futa buff, you know. Yes, please, Futa Danica. Danica's Boom Raider. Yeah. Danica needs a huge one for her female conquests. Oh, yeah. I mean, normally she'd have a strap on, right? But she could, with a bit of help, we could get her a naturally developed one. Maybe get an FMMC scene, you know? Now, smaller than Nico? Yeah, smaller than Nico. But yeah, close enough. Right, Angelina. Oh. I feel like she'd have a really thick one, but I don't know if I put it like super long. Put it up here. But just understand that she's super thick, right? So if it's going in your ass, you're gonna be stretched out a bit. It's gonna be a tough time. I'm not gonna put it super long though. Angelina, balls, right? Yeah, she has huge balls though. Her balls are like fucking like monster tier. She would definitely help FemMC take down some women. Yeah, I feel like she would, wouldn't she? I feel like that'd be a good time. Like just two of them going to a bar, like hitting on a chick, like double teaming it. I could see that. I can definitely see that. Can MC copy mutations? Depends on what it is and if it's related to like monster energy. Cole is micro for sure. Is he micro? In his level 3 form, he is forgettable. In his new and improved form, he is, all right, not bad. He's kind of a, what do you call it? Is stud the right word? What do they call it? It's not Chad. His evolved form is kind of like pretty built though. So yeah, but since we've got his picture, we'll just put him in his level 3 self form. We'll just leave him like that. Cole, I can see being average. Cole's micro for sure. They both have blue hair too. Who has blue hair? Oh yeah, the FMC and Danica. It's a good picture of Danica. It's a good picture. Stallion? I don't know. Damn, he might have a metal jaw, but at least got a cock bigger than Shen's. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, Shen's just average. True. Twunk. That could be it. Does evolution increase dick size? Depends on who you are. For Cole, yes. Now he can go like, hey little bro. Then Shin goes, I'm taller or something. Then Cole goes, yeah, but I got a bigger cock. Well, we'll see how their relationship progresses. All right? We'll see. There might be a bit of interaction between the two next update. Benny would be forgettable / average because it'd be funny as fuck. No, I mean like human, plant, and animal mutations. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. Bernhardt. Married man. Doesn't necessarily all that interested in sex. Decently tall, but not like Malik tall. It's not like fucking 7 foot tall. It's like what is he, 6'4"? I think I said he was. Is he forgettable? Maybe. What is he average? His wife just wants an average dick, you know? He's about where Michael's at. Him and Michael are about the same. It's pretty thick, but it ain't that long. You know what I mean? But he's not that huge. He just floats all the time. Yeah, he's about 6'4". About 6'4". If Cole is level 3, does that mean he was a tier lower than Micro Law? What? No, this is Cole's level 3. Forgettable. Level 4, he's up there. But since we got a level 3 picture, we'll put him down here. If he was forgettable, I feel like Lisa wouldn't shut up about it. Yeah, but that's assuming she's seen it. He's a married man. Keep in mind. Reminds me of Superman, who was supposedly usually flies, so he's about 2 inches taller than whoever he talks to. That is Malik. That is generally Malik. I hate how Elijah might actually have a bigger cock than Bernhardt. We'll see, won't we? We'll see. All right. Alaric. Ooh. Poor old Alaric. I think there's only really 2 choices for Alaric. Is he forgettable? Is he micro? Oh, there's 3 choices. He also could have a monster cock. And he would have torn Tiffany apart. But is it bigger than Bernhardt though? I don't know. Yeah, he'd probably be like here. And he's just waiting for his wedding night. Then again, I'm just gonna put him here. Leave him. No, Alaric survived. He would be a cuck, so small cock. I don't know if cuck necessarily means that, but sure. Alaric is a monster. He has no idea how to use it. It's not a fun time. Might as well fuck a fire hydrant. True. He kind of doesn't deserve the micro. He tried to make peace with the MC. He did try. Yeah, it's true. But I don't know if cock size is determined by how your actions in your world rather than, what you're born with. Wouldn't forgettable. Who is a cuck if not small dick people? I don't know, mate. Tiffany would have definitely wore the pants in that relationship. But yeah, obviously. Am I right? What'd you say? Oh, he would have been a cuck. He might have been. He's monster when he's hard, but he has ED, so micro because he's always soft. True. Karma equals how people like you equals cock size. Everyone knows that. True. It is all karma, isn't it? All right, Alpha Breaker. I think Pretty big cunt. I don't know if he's like 7 feet tall, but he's like, I think it's like MC's height, right? He's not like monster like the MC, but he's pretty fucking big. He'd be about Steven. That's Steven's level, I think. Pretty fucking big. Pretty fucking big. Alpha was big. Then again, yeah, you're right. The Ken doll tier. Yeah. He lost his dick, didn't he? Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, sorry, mate. Damn. Back in his prime, he would have been up there, but like otherwise he's dead, right? There's only 2 options. Either you get rid of his dick or he dies, right? That's the only 2 options. Yeah, that sucks. Damn. Damn. Alpha was big. He was big. It would be so funny. Okay, I accept that. True, he did lose it. He's either dead or fucking censored or dickless. Yeah, true. I mean, I killed mine. Yeah. In the maybe that would have been the bitter end to have died with a big schlong. But no. If he's alive, I'm afraid he's at the bottom tier. Yeah, that sucks. He's even smaller than Kelly. Anyway, Bailey. She has a pretty big one. She's a pretty fat one. Put her like here. Not as big as Lawrence, but you know, she's pretty big. Bailey would be a monster, hoping that for that scene next time we see her, maybe. Bailey has a big one. Yeah, she's pretty fucking big. She's pretty fucking big. Where did I put her? Where the fuck did she go? Oh yeah, there she is. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Alistair. Oh, funny. There's actually a scene with Alistair. He's pretty fucking big. He's got the, what do you call it? The stereotype. Because, you know, we are a porn game developer here, around here. Yeah. By the way, wasn't Bailey back in the day possible to give her a name? No, I probably should have done so, though. Actually, no. She has a name because she has her memories. But, no. That was never a thing. She, you can choose what she calls you, though. Like either master or boss, depending on your choices. I remember giving her a name and calling her Bailey. I'm pretty sure. No, that was never a thing. That was never a thing. Anyway, Bitchbreaker. Ooh, he is not that big. He's like, 5'10", maybe 6 foot, maybe. Breaks the bitches. But what does that really mean? It's just forgettable. He's slightly bigger than Nikki. He's not that great. Not that great. Then I'm having a brain fart moment. Yeah. What have you been seeing? What hidden sex scene am I missing? Oh, you didn't get the Alistair sex scene. Oh, okay. Well, maybe you'll get it. It was smaller than Alpha? Yeah, obviously. I'm glad that we are making such important decisions that we can say such things as, oh yeah, Bailey's cock is not as big as Lawrence, but she's still pretty big. True. This is important for the future of Superhuman, Kind of sad I put it off for so long. Charlie's a minor? Oh yeah. There's no sex scene with him. Are you sure? No. Maybe I'm mixing up updates. Daryl. Now we know Daryl. We've seen Daryl in game. Is Daryl as big though? He's pretty tall. I think he's like 6'4", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", around that general. He's just big. He's about Angelina size. He's decently big. Pretty he's thick like Michael, but he's pretty big. We love stereotypes in this house. True. We do love stereotypes. What's the point of being a fucking porn game developer if you don't have a fucking stereotype? Or, dicks. This stream has inspired no less than 5 future scenes so far. It's been very important. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I might do some of these future scenes. I might do. I can see them happening. I can see them in my mind. But then again, I also forget things very regularly. So, it could be that none of these scenes happen. You never know. I don't forget such things. I do. Daryl is bigger than Daryl. He's taller. That doesn't necessarily mean bigger. Yep, their entire family is packing. As long as Danica gets a future scene, then I'm happy. We saw Daryl, his womb raider, when human, Daryl is. Daryl, we actually see, he's at least middle of big. Daryl's, I don't know if he's as big as Be about Lawrence. Maybe slightly bigger than Lawrence. Might even be like Dad tier. Daryl's pretty fucking big. Not as thick as Daryl. Daryl's like got a a chunky boy, but Daryl's got the longer schlong. Wasn't Daryl almost as big as the MC? Oh yeah, he was pretty fucking big, wasn't he? Put him up here. Don't worry, Woodward. I'll remind you of the Sila one every stream. Yeah, you can. Daryl loses to them chicks. What a loser. I know what you mean, loses. Does he lose his dick? Me too. MC can't fuck Aisheth. Mommy Sila will. Oh yeah. MC can have sex with Aisheth. Twice even. Really? In the dream? There might have been some scene? I can't remember. Losers in dick size. Oh yeah. Yeah, to a lot of chicks. I mean, there's a lot of fooders out there, right? But yeah, a Glyquif. Ooh. Glyquif should be packing. Glyquif would have a long one. Longer than Sila. Like even put these two up here. Yeah. Yeah. Glyquif knows how to a Glyquif knows how to have a good time. She's done plenty of her own experimentation. MC gets a telly job. What the fuck's a telly job? And a low job. Oh, telekinesis. Right. Yeah, it's not like a proper sex. Not like dick and vagina kind of thing, right? That's not the sex I'm talking about. A Glyquif is oldest chosen for a reason. True. Rihanna would be lower part of big, maybe. Rihanna. Yeah, she'd be about Rena tier. Not like super huge. Although she's kind of tall. So let's put her like with Helena. Helena's kind of tall as well. Rhea would be big cock. She's a pretty big girl. Yeah, she's pretty big. Long but not very filling, like any illusion. True. Right, on Clark. Clark, he does alright with the ladies, but not because of his dick though. He's just an average Joe, right? He's just a normal dude. He's alright. Poor Clark. Clark is average. Yeah, there's nothing wrong being average, right? Most girls prefer average, supposedly. Chuck this down here. Derek. Another family. Is he as big as his sons? He's about the same as Daryl. Dell isn't quite finished, so we know what's down there. Yeah. Was he is underage? True. Clark is anime protag. Kind of. Just average, like their looks. Is he? He's a clone. Who's a clone? Still underage? Oh yeah, Dell. Yeah. Right. Divana. Where would Divana go? And she could just create one. It'd be difficult to attach to her though. Yes. She could have many monsters that take it. I feel like, yeah, Divana would be pretty fucking big. Should be like Mia big though? No, she'd be. We'd have to make her small because she's got that small tits. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Because then we can make fun of her about it. Yep, we're going to leave it here. Small like her chest. Dev would be big or womb. Could she summon the dick of a monster? She could, but she would have to attach it. Dick matching the tits? Yeah, I think we have to, just for the comedy aspect. So you can make fun of her about it. But then if I actually were to do a scene with Divana, we've got to keep in mind the futa buff. If I were to do a scene with her, would I actually give her a small fucking dick? Is that something I would do? We've got to be realistic here. But yeah, the answer is maybe, because it might be for the comedy. Because I enjoy it. Yeah, we're just going to leave it like here. We're just going to leave it there. Divana, the only female character whose dick is smaller than her male companion. Who's a male companion? You talking about Evander? We're going off base size, no enhancements? Yeah, true. We might, if there ever is a scene with her, there might be some enhancements involved. But base size, we're going to put her. Start off small. She gets angry when she does her creation stuff for bigger futa. I think if you had a futa scene with Diviner, she wouldn't be penetrating. It could also be true, but that could be true for a lot of them. So you'd just be flopping around. Like her dick not reach FemMC's pussy because FemMC ass cheeks are too big. Have I done that in the scene yet? I feel like that's something I would do. Like I've definitely written a sex scene like that. I don't know if I put it in the game yet though. Oh wait, he got that robot arm. Maybe robot dick enhancement. Maybe. Dexter. He is just average. You know, he's about Marcus. Yeah. Not a super big guy. I think he's about like 5'9", 5'10" in height. It's not like super big. Also not super packing either. Just, just the average Joe. Dex is average. There's no scene like that in the game. Robot dong. Maybe he could enhance it, but we're doing base size here. Spider Girl. Do spiders have dicks? I don't think they do. Aishith. Oh, Aishith. Aishith could be whatever the fuck she wants, but realistically, her base would be about like MC level. If we're being real. There's no scene like that in the game. What scene are we talking about exactly? Dex is average. Monster cock. Yep. Yeah. Aishith. There's a good chance that she will get a futa scene. But I feel like Silo has to be bigger though. And Gleipnir has to be bigger than her. I'm going to put it like that. Aishith definitely would give herself a massive one, but it will probably be on the small size because she likes to take it. Maybe. A scene where a dick doesn't penetrate because ass too fat. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's no scene like that. I can't remember. I feel like I've written... Maybe it's just a line. A throwaway line. Spiders don't have penises? No, didn't think so. Right, Elijah. Ooh. Is he bigger than his dad? Or is he just an average Joe who's got like a lot of game? Yeah. He's not as big as Daryl. I'll say that. But Michael? In length, he'd be bigger than Michael, but not in thickness. I'm going to put him about here. I'm going to put him about there. Oh, actually, no. He'd be smaller than Michael. Spiders don't have tits either. Yeah, well, we have the upper body, right? It's not the same. Although, do we have the vagina for this? Does spider have a vagina? I can't remember. I don't know. You could give it one. I could do. He's a loser, so no. Micro. The fucking dude, lol. It's not like super big. He'd be I'd say he's somewhere between average Joe and big. Yeah. No, we're going to put him at the bottom. He's somewhat relative to Clark. I hate Elijah. I hate that Elijah gets so much ass. Yeah, it's just how it goes. Some people are just lucky like that. Ella is as big as the MC. Ella is fucking packing. Monster cock, maybe even suicide. Yeah, Ella, for suicide bang, Ella was definitely be average or below. Christy had a point by saying she would compensate or cheat her way to a specific size. True, but that was when she was human. Right? He was comparing like her human self, which was not overly, impressive. It's Ella's suicide. Jeez, Ella's into like real freaky shit, Although, it depends on how you define suicide. Yeah. Would it be her base though? Would it be her baseline? But then again, if I wrote a scene with Ella, it'd be fucking huge. It'd be like massive. So if we're gonna be real, like if she ever appears futa in the game, she'd be fucking massive. Like, she might be like the kind to like all the way through that kind of scene. She'd be fucking crazy. So yeah, we're gonna put Ella on suicide because she's probably gonna kill you with it. This is supposed to be natural. True. But if Ella ever appeared in the game as a Futa, this is what it should be. If I were writing the scene, if we're gonna be honest here. She made her body perfect, right? Clearly Gigacock. Ella just above MC, just to make a point. Because she can shift. Let's go Futa Ella scene. I don't know if it's going to happen. Ella would be the type of bitch to grow a dick so large that I don't know. I don't even want to think about that, mate. So Ella didn't buff herself after she became a superhuman? No. Well, maybe. I don't know. She might have done. This could all be intentional, in which case she could be down here still. Or it could be like MC where like it came with her like psyche, you know? I can't remember what I wrote. But I'm just gonna do what would happen if she appeared in game. That's the same for all these characters, really. I did say natural, but I think it's more like how they're gonna appear in game. If they ever like showed what they got, this is how they'd actually end up. Like for Danica, if I ever had Danica in the scene, she'd be like that. She'd be the Womb Raider size. I think that's a better way to do it, rather than doing their supposed natural state. Yeah. Does that mean I have to change anyone though? Might have to change a Cole. But I don't know if he's ever getting a scene though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I think everyone's pretty fine as is. When not if you have a Danica scene. Now I believe in everything coming from Ella scene. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. We're all speculating here, mate. But at the end of the day, I just care for more Danica scenes, so fuck Ella. We'll see. That's fair? Yeah. Alright, next one. Emily. Ooh, Emily. I feel like there's a niche for like the chubby with a massive fucking schlong. So we're gonna put her like, I don't know about Womb Raider. Put her like test tier. Like, I'd unironically make her fatter just for the scene. I'd make her slightly fatter and I'd just give her a massive fucking dick. That's what I would do if I gave Emily a scene. I just, yeah. Emily would be Womb Raider. She's big, she's goth, and she's shy but secretly kinky. Yeah, true. Emily's cock is as fat as her ass and her tits. Yeah, true. I like her face, not a big fan of the chub. Sorry, there's just some characters who are like that, you know? She would have a girthy one. Emily is the NTR Doja guy. The one who steals your fucking girlfriend. Maybe. Not exactly long, but it'd be like really fucking chunky. Like, I don't know if it'd be longer than Tessa's, but it'd be thicker for sure. Fat. Big cock steals your girl. Yeah. Like, I don't know if Emily has like the demeanor for it, but maybe. You never know. But yeah. If I were to write a scene with Emily, I'd make her slightly fatter and I'd give her a massive one. Oh, it's Jess. How would Jess go? I feel like Jess is kind of like a little bit demure. I feel like she's got the Futa buff, obviously. But she doesn't have the comedy minus that Divana has. So I think I'm going to put her around Rihanna here. Yeah, I feel like that's a good... She'd have a gentle cock. A nice, like, smooth and pretty one. But also kind of large because she's, a Futa, so... Yeah. Jess is an interesting one. Jess would be big cock. Yeah, Jess would be big cock. Yeah. Just a gently big cock there, Should be good about it. Kelsey. She's got the dom thing. But, not much more than that. Should be like Rena. I'd say a solid Rena tier. Kira. Well, she got the BBC. Should be about where Clover is. I can see that. Is it racist that I put them all three together? I don't know if that's racist. But yeah, she'd be very aggressive with it. I'm tempted to actually put her even higher. She might even be up here. Kira would be super. Kira is a monster. Kira lost her arm, replaced it with her cock. True, yeah, we're just gonna leave her here. Kira's pretty fucking. Is Daryl still with his GF? Maybe you'll see next update. Daryl does appear. Kira's a monster? Yeah. Kira's a monster for sure. Yeah, we'll leave her a monster. I feel like she's like 6'5" or something too as well, right? Yeah, she's a big girl. It's basically like 5th Evo Clover. Yeah, kinda. Alright. Langdon. Jared's dad. He is pretty big. It's not like super like massive or anything. Put it about here. Lisa. Huge fucking tits. Huge fucking ass. I feel like anything other than like big would be like, you wouldn't even be able to notice it. So it has to be like larger. She might even actually, she'll be with Kira. Like she's not like me a big, but she'd be pretty fucking big. Lang is packing. Jared got it from him. Yeah. Lisa has to be a freak. Yeah, Lisa's pretty fucking big. All right. Ooh, flat chest secretary. What's her name? Lisa. No, not Lisa. What's her name? Lucy. Yeah, Lucy. Ooh. I feel like pretty big. Pretty big. I like the idea of flat chest food. I don't know why. It just seems right to me. Not as big as Clover. About as big as Tiffany, I'd say. Yeah. Lisa is cheating. She also got that Robocock. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of things she can do with her powers as well. Lucy is a womb raider. Yeah, she's pretty fucking big. Time chick. Doesn't really show up in the game, but she's a fucking monster, so she's going to get a monster cock. Isn't she? Lexi? Oh, Lexi. She would definitely have studs on her cock. Like piercings, for sure. There's no doubt about that. And so I think I'd have to make it pretty fucking big. I'd have to. Yeah, she'd be with Lisa. Lexi would have a massive fucking cock. Like she'd have a proper freaky one too. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Alexa's futa would be scary. Yeah, that'd be a tough time, especially if she goes like a little bit, gets a little bit too excited. Brushing your teeth with steel wool. Yeah. Alexa's iron cock attack. Lexi has the North Pole on her. Yeah, she's. Lexi would be a dangerous one. Actually, we might as well put her suicide, actually. Lexi might actually be. Like, I don't know if she's necessarily as big as Ella, but like, you're probably going to die. Like, if she comes inside you, you're probably dead. That's probably it for you. Unless you like the MC, that's probably the end. That's that's a tough time. No thanks. You know what goes in a dick? Blood. You know what's in blood? Nails. Not about nails, but iron. Yeah, there's lots of iron. No thanks. She's got all the cock piercings. Homicide Wang. Dead by getting fucked. Dead. Yeah, that's a tough time. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with Lexi up here. Yeah. Christy. Oh, Christy. Oh, I don't feel like she'd be too big. I don't know if I put her in a womb raider. I think she'd be about Angelina size. Like she'd know how to have fun with it, but I don't think she'd be like super massive if we're doing her. Christy would be high, big, or low womb. It's big, but still modest like the rest of her. Yeah. Christy is definitely huge, but just gets jealous of a smaller cock. Jealous of a smaller one? Why? But yeah, she's pretty big, but she's not like these girls. Claudia. Ooh, Claudia. She'd be pretty fucking big. I think we were going to put Claudia with her sister. Might even put her bigger, actually. She's bigger than Tiff. Yeah, Claudia's a big girl. Claudia might get a scene. A future scene. Claudia hasn't even had a normal scene yet. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah. Claudia is a monster cock. She's shy and definitely bigger than Tiff. Yeah. I feel like Christy would be kind of average, so small to small. But she knows how to use. Yeah, she's got the Futa buff though. Like, on a default maybe, but she got the Futa buff. So Dave is average. He even admitted it. Oh yeah, Dave's next. Yeah. Dave just average. He's just average Joe, right? Just a normal guy. She has a breeding fetish. Claudia does? Maybe. Claudia's at least bigger than Tiff. Yeah. Claudia just had a hug scene in the real world. Right, that's all we got with her. Right. Calm down, Woodward. Danica Futa scene before Claudia. Maybe. Forgettable Demi. Where's Demi? Oh, yeah. Demi is Dommy. Okay. It's not that big. Let's be real. Who are you talking about? Oh, Dave. Right, Dave. Where's Dave? Where did I put him? Oh, yeah, just here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with Dave here. You can put him. Yeah, we'll put him there. I think that's a good place for old Dave. Everything's length is forgettable. 7 inches. To summarize, the 47 pages of research, studies, and data surveys. That was a tough one because in game, let me think. Perception of what she has, or he, is based on the powers. And it'd be different to what is actually going on down there. That said, you'd have to feel it, wouldn't you? Do I want to... Like, in the sex scenes, I'm pretty sure I'd make it pretty small. That's in the femboy route, if you chose such. But then that's not necessarily representing the actual fact of the matter, is it? And as of yet, Demi has not penetrated anyone, so they wouldn't be able to tell either. So we could go slightly bigger. Around Elijah tier. We could go with Dom's suggestion. Dom did write the background for the character. Or we could go with in-game presentation. We'll chuck him here. Why not? You never know. We might get a slightly more... if I were to do a Demi penetrate scene, it'd probably be pretty decent sized. It'd have a decent size, I'd say, if I were to draw it. Yes. We'll leave it like that. I mean, in-game, it's forgettable. We see it in-game. It's at most average by visuals, but that's unreliable. True. I mean, we see in-game through the MC side, so that's how we judge it as true. This is also true. We could also put it back down here. But that's on the dynamic of it being no penetration. If Demi were doing the penetrating, like if this were FemMC sex scene with Demi, you know FemMC likes a big fucking wang. We could even put Demi up here. But then if Demi's penetrating, she can only do as much as she has. Otherwise, it's going to be all illusion. It's not going to be real. You're not going to feel anything. So visually, Demi could be like up here because you know FemMC likes a big fucking wang. You know that's what female MC wants. But that said, there's also the fact of the matter of how much she'd actually be able to deliver. So there's that as well. You've got to keep that in mind. Big cock because it's hotter? Yeah, maybe. So forgettable. MC prefers to fuck guys with smaller dicks. True. Since Deus doesn't care about bitches, I assume he has a micro penis. Maybe. Who says he doesn't though? Maybe he does. Then he has Jose Seme swagger when topping. I don't know about that. Besides, what else could cause those afflictions other than having a micro penis? You mean his nightmares? I don't know. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. I don't. Dallas has a big cock and refuses to use it. Average then. What is it? Either micro or dragging on the floor? She's probably dragging it. All right. Dallas is that average? Although is the golden child. So out there. I'm just putting there. That's about right. What else would cause nightmares on a man? Clearly a micro penis. True. Wait, weird word. Earlier you said something about golden child. What? Did I say that? Yeah. Well. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Yeah. Anyway. These nuts. I feel like he at least got to go average for that. He's fat, which makes me inclined to give him a big one if I ever did do a sex scene. Like if there was an NTR scene with him or something, or a scene of him like fucking a monster or something, I feel like I'd. Actually, no. Yeah. This is a tough one. How would I give deets? Who would he fuck though? What scene would I give him? Like what girl would I give him? Yeah, that's a tough one. Like I'm not gonna write like a scene of him fucking a monster. Let's be real. Why would I do that? Now Deets is average. But monster parents and whatnot. Deets is smaller than Demi. It's kind of funny. Insert Dexter SGT Dokes mean. I know what that. Oh, the Dexter, yeah. Like whoever is to the right of Demi, kind of funny. Deets could be fucking an eye covered bang secretary. Yeah. Like he could be doing that. It's just a matter of if I want to put the effort into, which is almost certainly no. So we're gonna leave him as forgettable. Just gonna leave him there. He would fuck Rena. That's his sister, right? Half sister. Or a pencil sharpener. Alice has a monster cock for his size. But for us, it's forgettable. Yeah, true. He is tiny, isn't he? Oops. Wait, yeah, how small is he? Yeah, he's micro. That'd be tiny. That's tough. Alice's cock is the only part of him that didn't change size when he shrunk. Damn, that's rough. That's a tough time. Liz would probably tap Deets. But why? But why? Yeah. Yep. Sorry, Alice. That's a tough life. Jake. How's Jake? Pretty forgettable. He's not like super big or anything. If I made him a footer, like I did the gender bender, maybe he'd get the footer buff and be bigger. But as a guy, I think he's just as is. Just pretty forgettable. So put him higher than Alpha. Who's high? Oh yeah, true. He's got something. Jake is forgettable, which is why he loses his mind. That makes sense. Jake definitely got a full body upgrade when he lost all his fattiness. True. Jared was about the same size as MC. Now Jared was small. Jared wasn't that big. Although he's superhuman now, so that could change things. Claudia is either micro or drag. Wait, I already read that. Jake became a Karen due to a small dick. Yeah, true. Jared is like a real life big penis. Yeah, he's pretty tall real life. And yeah, his size is just generally pretty big. Jared canonically is big or maybe micro if FemMC broke his dick. Oh yeah, but I think he heals that. He repairs that. It even tricked Jess in the stalls. Jared needs his own tier. He is a dick. Oh yeah, that's true. I feel like about Langdon would be about right because his sprite is basically Langdon's sprite. I just altered it somewhat. I just drew the same character but altered it for Langdon and Jared. So I feel like I've got to put them like at the same tier. Maybe Jared's a bit bigger. Jared Big, he just has bad aim. IRL Big means mid of this list average. Bro. Or MC did, I mean. MC did what? Even Trick Jet? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to just put them with Lane because they're basically using the same model, but just slightly altered because it saves effort for me. Jill Pyer. Big titty. Kind of a bimbo, not really. Yeah. I feel like she'd be decently big. I don't know if I'd put her like womb raider though. Give her like Angelina. She's pretty big. Decently big. Small dick energy because she's a coward. Yeah, but sometimes cowards just have the big one, you know. She does a food buff, but small balls because she's a coward. True. Fake size like her tits. Maybe. Are her tits fake? Did I actually say that, or do people just assume? Because it kind of like looks like it. I can't remember. Jordan. Well, this will depend largely on your choices in game. You could either have a micro because he complains about it a fucking lot, or you could be like Daryl size. Jordan by man got an upgrade. He did get an upgrade. And if I ever were to do a sex scene, like, you know, FemMC, we give him the big size, don't we? So, yeah. Natural, you go down there, depending on your choices. This is a mainly depending on your choices kind of thing. But since any sex scene he's going to get is going to be the big fucking schlong, we're going to put it up here. Yeah, you did, in the boob stream. I think Jordan is forgettable. Natural size is IRL forgettable. Oh, yeah, he wasn't that small. I helped out my bro Jordan. Yeah, I think a few people did. I think a few people helped him out in a couple of ways, actually. A couple of ways. Monster Fight Klaus got his dick strength. I don't know if that's how it works, mate. He would be, in his human form, he'd be average. Did his monster form boost him? Did it shrink him? He's just going to stay average. Now where Clark is. He's not bad. He's leaning into like the sixer. You know? Klaus is a high big cock. Yeah, maybe with his monster stuff. I don't know. I just gave Jordan an upgrade and told him to go get him. That's fair. Some people just do that. Some people decide to go all the way, you know? Yeah. Laurie. Oh, Laurie. Steroids make your balls shrink. Maybe monsteroids make your cock. Maybe. Laurie is big. Laurie got a big, thick crystal cock. Yeah. I feel like she'd at least be big because, you know, food and all. Bigger than Christy? Yeah, I'd say so. Bigger than Daryl. Yeah, put him up there. We'll put him there. I think that's good. That's fine. Crystal infection in the womb? True. Diamond heart list? Right, Liz. I feel like the answer for Liz and Amber would be different because they're twins. But they also should be the same because they're twins. Liz, I feel like, would be a big, like, at least Jordan, dear. Like, she likes it to take it big, and she also likes to give it big as well. But then for Amber, no, Amber wants to fuck the shit out of the MC as well. Yep, we're going to put her here. Amber, yeah, they're both pretty big. I think Amber needs to be bigger than Liz. She needs a win. Yeah, that's fair. Liz likes it all big. True. Liz is definitely like 5% bigger than Amber. That'd be pretty sad. Liz is a monster for sure. She likes her dicks her own size. Yeah. I don't know about monster. I don't know if I'll go that far. But yeah, she's pretty big. Alright. Lola. I don't know about Lola. No. Not super big. Oh, but then she's a cam star. So there's that. She'd have to have some size on her. Let's put her like Jess tier. Yeah, for sure. Lola would be big. Yeah, she'd be big. I mean, she's a fucking cam girl. Now they look like Siamese twins. Yeah, kind of. Which is kind of what they are. Really. Now it's a disco, but not for Lola. I don't know what that means, Dom. Lola could/would fit the niche of a small dick footer. Lamau. Yeah, you could do. Amber is thicker than Liz. Liz is longer. That could also be the case. True. Oh. Oh. All right. Lucius. Like with all things, his cock is beautiful. But is it big? Is it big? Huh. Lucius, I don't know. Hard to decide. It is hard to decide. I feel like he'd be bigger than Marcus. He'd be bigger than Clark. Would he be that much bigger than Clark? He'd be bigger than Elijah. Would he be bigger than Jared? Yeah, he'd be bigger than Jared. Would he be bigger than Bernhardt? No. Well, maybe. We're going to put him just ahead of Jared, I think. I think that's a good place for him. Just a bit ahead of Jared. With how Lucius behaves, he better be packing. True. It's a song, Copacabana. I've heard the song. Her name was Lola. She was a show. Yeah, I get you. He trims it. And people always make jokes to trim it to make it look bigger. Oh, yeah, the bush. Yeah, for sure. He keeps himself well groomed. Lucius cock does like satire on his head. It shines and reflects light. Maybe. Yeah, he's be about here. I feel like this is a good place for Lucius. Alice is a monster cock. She is smaller than Sila, but bigger than Ice. He polishes his. Yeah, he definitely polishes his cock in a bunch of different ways. Yeah. Lucius thinks his cock is the perfect size, and bigger is too unwieldy. True. Just like what do you call it? What did he call Lisa's tits? What did he call it? Like mutations or some shit like that, or something. I remember I came up with a really good insult back when they had their little tiff. Yeah. Pretty boy Lucius. Yeah, he can't go too big or too small. There's the perfect ratio, and that's where Lucius is at. Alice is obviously pretty fucking big. Like, obviously, she'd be in this range, but she's got the footer buff as well, so she has to go higher. Bigger than Tiff? Yeah, she's bigger than Tiff. Bigger than Claudia? Yeah, she's bigger than Claudia. Bigger than Tess? I don't know about bigger than Tess. Should be about Tess. Tess/Emily level. Yeah, she'd be pretty up there. In fact, I feel like for all people, she might get a scene. Yeah, for sure. Alice is definitely womb at least. Yeah, Lucius only fucks himself because only his ass can polish his dick without dirtying it. I don't know about that. Maybe that could be the case. Don't fat people have smaller ones since the fat covers it? Yeah, but that's why Emily would be have it like sticking out, or hanging out, I should say. I was expecting bigger than Daryl. For Alice? Oh yeah, I should be bigger than Daryl. Oh, that's a good point. Maybe. Bigger than Danica and Nico? Maybe. I don't know if Daryl should even go that high. These are footers we're talking about. What below Nick's? I don't know. Do I want Alice that high though? Yeah, Alice can be that big. Alice can be pretty fucking huge. Gotta go. Have a good night. Thanks for listening to me with Demi. Yeah, no worries, mate. See you, Dom. Have a good one. Anyway, how much have we got left? I'm getting fucking hungry. Actually, we're almost done. That was perfect timing. My gong doesn't have one. Mixing ring doesn't have one. Memory. We'll do memory. All right, Evander. Whereabouts would Evander go? I'm feeling... It's hard to decide. Be decently sized. Evander's suicide? Oh, yeah, true. Damn, that sucks. wouldn't be overly massive. Like, in terms of size, I'd probably put him like Elijah tier. He'd be about where Elijah's at. It is true, it is suicide. Vander's dick is blue. It is blue, yes. Wait, where's the Banshee Girl? Oh yeah, where's the Banshee Girl? Not here. Dabba dabba. What does that mean? You'd literally be destroyed by every atom, slightly bigger than his sister. Nah, he'd be bigger than that. Although they are twins, but Devan is mostly down here for the comedy. Is suicide only because of his destruction, though? Lol? Yeah, true. Like, in terms of size, he'd be like... Yeah, he'd be like Elijah. About where Elijah's at. Yeah. Right. Memory. Where would memory go? Memory would have to be... I don't know if I'd say suicide, although maybe. Is memory more gentle? No, memory's not gentle. Unless she wants to be. I don't know if she's the right word, but yeah, memory's pretty fucking dangerous to your health. If we're talking about her like her true body rather than just the avatar, that'd be a tough time. That'd be a tough time. Memory shows her children how it's down. Memory's a bitch. Memory of suicide. She'd go so hard. Yeah, she'd be fucking crazy. Then, last but not least, Duncan. There's two answers. There's his tree form, which I'd probably go monster. But his human self, he'd be slightly bigger than Clark, I reckon. Duncan is micro, mainly because I think he's a pussy. Is he a pussy? What did he do to be a pussy? Well, he lost the fight. So that counts. She breaks him. Duncan as a tree is huge, but as a human he's average. Yeah, he's just average. As a tree though, do I want to rate his tree self? Because there's a world where he grows one as a tree. It has a sex scene. There's a world where that happens. But no, I'm just going to go his human self. We got the human picture. We don't have the fucking tree picture. So this is what it is. What it is. The tree scene went. I don't know, man. It could happen. Could happen. All right. Now let's finish up. Anything else we missed? No. I'm pretty happy with this. Do I want to change anything? I feel like Malik is a bit big. He's not that big. He's not bigger than Aisheth. Danu is probably bigger than Supreme Minister. Mia's probably bigger than Supreme Minister. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Yep, that's fine. For Womb Raider tier, Sator. Sator is missing. True, Sator would be pretty fucking big. I haven't updated the images for ages. So I've got to add some more. Surprise Aisheth isn't suicide tier, to be honest. Yeah, it depends. I mean, she could make it if she wanted to. But if I were to do a scene with Aisheth, it probably wouldn't be suicide tier. Banshee Girl is missing. Are you going to add her or say I can't be fucked? I can't be fucked. Where would I put her if she were here? We go about Lucy level. About where Lucy's at. Sator would be MC sized. Yeah, around about. It is a literal, like, horse cock, kind of. Yeah. So yeah, anything in Womb Raider I want to change? Yeah. Dad doesn't need to be that big. Yeah, it can be about where Jordan's at. Emily, I'm pretty happy with these. Lawrence is fine. I'll just go about where the other humans are. Yep, that's fine. Daryl, yeah, Laurie, yeah. Chill. That's alright. That's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy. Average Joe. Yep. All right. I think I'm happy with this. I might change Deets and maybe Cole. Nah, I'm just gonna leave it as is. I'm fine. It's fine. Fuck it. I can't be stuff. I'm actually curious about Kenny. Since he's Kenny. Monster Self, he'd be pretty fucking big. He's pretty fucking massive. He'd be about where Oscar's at. So Monster Kenny, about where Oscar's at. Human Kenny, he'd be about Dave tier. Just average. Nothing special. Don't forget Weird World, Danica, Futasine, and Gage. What the fuck is Gage? Gage? What the fuck that means. Danica Futasine, it could happen. I'm not going to say it's impossible. Shouldn't Stevens be smaller because of human MC's genetics? Maybe that came from Sylar. You don't know. And Sylar Futa? Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. When it happens, I don't know. But there's probably going to be a few Futa scenes on the horizon. I feel like there should be. I also wanted to do like a dedicated Futa character. He's not like being changed into it. He's just naturally a Futa. I feel like that's something I want to do. Maybe one of the lieutenants. I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah, I think that's about it. My voice is fucking sore. I haven't been drinking enough water throughout. I should have been drinking more fucking water throughout this fucking process. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the tier list. Melody is a Futa, and we didn't know. Maybe. I should update the tier list, sprites, so I can have the full breadth of my characters, because I've added a few since making this. But yeah, we'll get around to it. Anyway, thanks for dropping in, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Had a bit of a good time doing the cock tier list. Is it gay that we did this? Does this make us gay? Talking about dick for like 2.5 hours? I don't know. Maybe. It's just the price you pay being a fucking porn game developer. Sometimes you just gotta make those sacrifices. And what? Gotta go. Fucking chat. Oh, what is this? Here we go. I would see with very gay. Yes, very gay. Yeah, I thought so. Super gay. Damn, I was worried about that. If it's attached to a chick, it ain't gay. Yeah, but we did quite a few that weren't attached to chicks, were they? Nothing wrong with being gay. Yeah, nothing wrong with being gay. But is it gay? Kinda. Anyway, thanks for showing up, guys. We're gonna head out, and I'll see you guys probably next week. Unless I'm busy with the update, which I might be, but maybe. We'll see. See you guys.